Um, Between Wednesday and Friday, I've had more thoughts than normal. Um, so I went back and looked over like the whole Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels, kind of building up into it. And watching it all the way up to the point that I saw it at, and then all the way to the end to where they decided to kind of, in the stream together. And I realized something. Anton came up there with everything that he heard about Corey, everything that he saw about Corey on social media. Everything he saw about Corey Holcomb on social media, he went up to the studio with that in mind. And that's the version of Corey Holcomb that he intended to meet. The version of Corey Holcomb that he got, right, was somebody genuinely trying to have a conversation about ideas. Listen, Corey is not educated in all of those specific topics, right? That Anton was talking about. Corey is intelligent. Don't get it fooled. Corey is intelligent. More than anything, Corey is wise. Like he might probably be in his 50s or something, but he wise like a man that's 80 or 90 years old. Anton is educated, but I think the proof is he proved that he lacked intellect. Now that's not to say he's not intelligent, but the truth is he lacked intellect. You know what I mean? Like, this is gonna sound crazy and it might only be my idea, but I think smart is talking. Like smart is rooted in wit, your ability to respond and be witty, right? That's smart, right? Informed and educated is when you are, you are read on a specific topic or taught in a specific topic. If you're taught well. Intellect or intelligence is the ability to listen and process. That's the difference. Intellect requires you to listen. So somebody could be smart, but they may not be intelligent. And in that specific dialogue, I realized how intelligent Anton wasn't. And I was up on Anton's content a bit early. I didn't really get into it because it kind of has this normal rhetoric where online black people, are talking shit about other black people. That's kind of the thing right now. In the face of all of this, systemic oppression and racism and reversal of ideas that's happening over the last, things that we gained over the last 60 years, somehow people are creating content talking about black people's role in what's happening, right? And that's the new content space. I've watched a lot of dudes. There's actually another dude from Detroit. He kind of has a bad haircut. He does the same thing. You know what I mean? Thin duty, a little different. And all they do is they build big followings of people, right? By just talking bad about black people. And so Corey came in intellectually honest to have the conversation. Anton came in being intellectually disingenuous. He wanted to battle the version of Corey that he has saw online. And there were some things that made it obvious to me that we're going to talk about because, while it's still on my mind, we could get to it. But this is something I did want to say. To everybody who represents this level of masculinity or this kind of staunchness and blackness right now, because rest assured, blackness is fleeing. Blackness is an identity and group, we, us. A lot of black people today are identifying as self. They're identifying as self. Everything is me, me, and then my people around me, which still is relating to you. You know what I mean? If it's like your kids, that's you. If it's your friends, that's you. You know, you really judged as a black man on how you treat people that are not your friends, that are not a part of your circle. That's what being black is about. You know, when you start to care about those people, it's like humane. You know what I mean? Being human is just me, myself. Humane is to care about other human beings. So I realized something, that I will not build with people for the sake of content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't build with people for the sake of content. And it's another thing that kind of comes, it's another thing to me that becomes a barrier, right? I cannot build with people for the sake of content. Like, there has to be a genuine desire to build with a person. You know what I mean? And again, it's like, I understand the greatest and easiest business is to build with people for the sake of content. And that's the step that Corey did. And Corey normally doesn't do that. Shout out to Corey Holcomb and Craig Fax and all the people, Darlene and everybody. Normally, Corey wouldn't even talk to a person like that. You know, somebody who doesn't, they don't quite, you know, they feel like, oh, I'm a Christian before I'm black. You know, and a lot of the rhetoric he used, know, somebody half vested in that stuff would have been able to destroy it, you know, because even the stuff he was saying initially, it didn't really make sense. You know, to say blackness is a construct, which is fair because race is a social construct, but you can't ignore it here. You know what I mean? Just like Christianity is a social construct. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of the ideas, you know, if you wanted to argue, it would be easy to defeat those conversations. But what I didn't like, and I didn't like it for Corey, was he genuinely thought he was coming to have a conversation with another brother. And this person was coming to battle the version of them that they imagined or saw online through entertainment. But I cannot build with people for the sake of content. I don't want to argue for the sake of content. I don't want to do none of that stuff for the sake of content. And if it holds me at a certain position, that's fine. But shout out to all of my homeboys who don't see. I realized today how envious I thought I was at people who are able to just identify as self, for people to not care about nobody else. Like, I know people in this business that don't give two fucks about black people in this conversation. They like, I don't care. At the expense of entertainment, everything is for sale. Everything. At the expense of entertainment, everything is for sale. And I look at those people and I almost thought to myself, like, damn, that got to be cool to be that freed. To be that freed, like to be that free to just do whatever and just be about yourself, and it don't care. Like, even in this situation with this little dude, you feel me? Like, to put blackness to the side for your own personal conquest, to put your mother to the side for your own personal conquest, to put your sister to the side and how they feel and the things that you allow people that represent them, you know what I mean, how they allowed to be treated, and you could put them to the side for the sake of money. He could, like, I thought I was really like, damn, that got to be cool to just not care about nobody but yourself, or just to care about people that identify, you feel me, in what your own personal beliefs is. You know what I'm saying? Like, your own personal beliefs. Like, if you only feel like you need to protect black people that only believe the stuff you believe in, man, that gotta be amazing. That gotta be amazing to see that. And then like you like, well, they don't believe in it, so I'll let it happen to them. That shit is fuck. That got to be so refreshing. And you know, if you only got to stand up, to all the brothers that feel like, oh, you know what, Doechii, she didn't like straight males, or she said straight males are, red flags, and that's your reason to allow a white man to verbally lynch her in front of you without any level of saying, I need to make sure this man know he can't do that. If you can walk this earth because this person don't believe in what you believe in or whatever, and you're like, well, that's on them. That shit is crazy. Like, they gotta follow your rules for you to be down. They not black no more. You can feel good about yourself. You can feel good about yourself. I just thought that shit was crazy as fuck. And I'm noticing that in a lot of the conversations. Shout out to Deontay Kyle, like, somebody I met early before he blew up, you know what I mean? And we politic. And like, I'm looking at the comments and people talking about who Doechii is as a reason to not stand up for her, or as a reason to not stand up for a sister, because whatever confusion she has, or whatever trauma she suffers from that makes her formulate her ideas, or fuck it, if she just believes in it, how can you define your blackness by, like, your blackness is what's being called up to bat, not nobody else. It's like what I said with Candace Owens. Like, if Candace Owens was getting jumped by 3 white males, bro, I ain't going to stand up for her. We don't have to see eye to eye in nothing, because my blackness is up to bat right here, right now. Like, how could you just disassociate yourself from people because they don't believe what you believe in? And to me, that's the problem with this whole thing, right? Like, we already got our own situations in this country. That's why I stay away from the liberal conservative shit, because it's like, bro, that's all white ideas. It's all white ideas to me. Now, I'm not saying y'all could do y'all thing. I ain't even tripping. That's on y'all, whatever. I'm saying I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. But to watch that dude go up there, right, when he could have built with a brother, he don't see him as a brother. There was a time when Corey asked, cuz, you a black man. He like, what do you mean? What? And that's when it hit me, like, that's the problem. That was the problem right there. You can't sit down with a man that doesn't know he's a black man for the sake of content. You cannot sit down with somebody that doesn't know that they are a black man for the sake of content. How do you sit down with a black man who doesn't know they are a black man for the sake of content? And I know some of my homies that will do that. I know some of my homies that don't give a fuck about nothing. They like, this is just whatever. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the money. And like, I remember the first time I met Flacco and I went to No Jumper. And I'm just listening to him because I didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying? I never, I don't watch. I'm not a part of the No Jumper verse. You know what I mean? I don't know everything in it. I know the people that I'm supposed to know in it. I know who Adam is. You know what I mean? I know who AD, I know the main culprits, but I didn't know everybody in the No Jumper verse. So Flacco, my homie was telling me who Flacco was, but I go up there with the intentions of just meeting some dude that, that's a brother, like, from Africa. Like, oh, okay, cool. And just listening to him talk, if you go look up that conversation, right, where it's me, him, and Gina Views. Shout out to the little sis Gina. And we're talking. Look at my face when he's talking. Listen to the questions I'm asking him when he's talking, right? Because I'm listening to him. And I remember just thinking like, you're not hip hop, bro. You're not hip hop, bro. Like, and I don't mean that negatively. I'm just saying he wasn't abreast of the culture. And it's like, again, all of this stuff is new to me. Meeting Black people who are young, you feel me? I'm not used to that. I grew up in Compton and Watts, bro. We don't even have, like, when I see people talk about gangs, coach, well, first off, No Ceilings, live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon, Pacific Standard Time, on the No Ceilings by Glasses Malone YouTube page. Click that like button. Subscribe. I know Monday we hit 10,000 subscribers, so we're going to do something special. We'll give away the first 5 lunch tickets. I don't know how, but be ready because we're going to do the thing. Maybe I'll have some Glasses trivia.
That's a great idea, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Some Glasses trivia. So get update on Glasses trivia, right? And I'll give away 5 lunch tickets as a celebration, right, for the 10,000 subscribers.
That's gonna be Monday. For facts.
Monday, yep. Because we had like 99, 70,
like
80
right now.
So yeah, solid. Again, that's the 10,000 subscribers. That's dope. Cool. But if you on Twitter, retweet this link. If you on Facebook, share this post. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the hour is going in. Shout out to the whole table, all the moderators that make this thing go. Squish, my dog Fatima, my dog Fats, Joey, all of good folks, all my people from the Gatekeepers podcast. We're gonna keep building on this thing. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Make sure you just you get up to date. We just did a great conversation, Django Conversations, Who's Worse, Calvin Candiie, or Steven. And I'm starting to do a lot of dope stuff with the No Ceilings podcast where there's going to finally be a visual component. It'll probably be for like subscribers. I think we're going to go stay it on YouTube. We're going to keep building on YouTube versus trying to have y'all go over here to Patreon and all that. I know it's worth more money, but really it's about community. And if y'all are here, I don't need y'all trying to go to no other address. I'll just keep y'all right here and I'll make it accessible just to the people that been supporting me. And it'll be right here. So we'll keep it right here and affordable. It don't matter what YouTube charge me. Fuck it, whatever. But make sure you get up to date on the podcast. Head over to Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. We with this thing cracking. Sponsored by mealsbymanny.com. If you're ready to lose weight, want to gain weight, or you're just tired of cooking for the 2026, head over to mealsbymanny.com. Savory meals get you to your goals. My man Manny, Mannie. It's like when people ask me about gangs, right? And they like, well, gangs don't confront white supremacists. I'm like, bro, we don't live by white people. Like, where would we go to confront a white supremacist? And I get it, because maybe in some of y'all neighborhoods, you feel me? Like, white people are poor. They live with y'all. This is Los Angeles. White poor people don't live by us. Not in any mass, not in any grove. Right? So when we do have problems and community issues, right, it's a million conversations that we try to have solved, but then we fight. But again, we don't have white supremacists. So I feel bad for you if you're in your town and you have white supremacists. But I wish we had white supremacists. I bet you would see the greatest united front in modern American history. Let's say the Klan plans a rally and they're going to walk down Wilmington from Watts and Compton. You want to unite gangs? Go make you a fake rally. So anyway, just watching that whole conversation, I don't know if it's about winning or losing. I think the truth is Corey was supposed to punch him. And it wasn't about emotions. And I'm sick and tired of this protect the bag, the bag, the bag, the bag. Look, I know Black people in this country as a mass have been poor. We came from slavery. We already don't got this government doing us no favors. I totally understand that they are depriving us of opportunities. I totally understand. And I know how much you guys will prostitute for money. I watch brothers every day prostitute for money.
Was you surprised about how many people thought that Corey Holcomb shouldn't have hit him?
No, because I genuinely think, I keep saying this. I am in a time, like I am in a time where I understand that people don't have no spine. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a spine. That people don't have a spine.
I was a little surprised about people saying that Kiss My Ass was the same as SMD.
And that's ridiculous.
Like, that was throwing me off. I was like, SMD and
Kiss My Ass
the
is an
same
American
thing?
colloquialism that people say kissing ass is an American colloquialism, and it could be considered disrespect. But again, it goes back to the initial things that starts the conversation. See, it was all of the things going that's making it happen, right? It's like the first thing, like I said, it goes back to him saying, you're not intellectually, you don't have the capacity, right?
But then he tried
You
to clean
too
it up and
busy.
say you too busy.
Right. But that wasn't a cleanup, right? That wasn't a cleanup. That was a strike, right? And I'm not saying that's
That was
a
a strike.
fighting,
It was a
that's
strike.
not a fighting
No, I get-
strike,
yeah,
but that's
I agree.
like,
That definitely was a
and
strike.
that
though.
was a very odd insult. And then he doubled back and said,
I feel like the you're too busy was kind of condescending though.
yeah, you're talking loud. You're talking loud, but you ain't saying much.
Yeah.
Those are not things you say to somebody if you're having an intellectual conversation.
Right.
Right. So those two things were unwarranted based off of the conversations.
No,
Those two, you know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything to warrant that. So even getting to the third thing, that was a third strike where, you know, it was like, man, you kissing Caucasian ass. And his response was like, you sucking Black people, you know, penis.
Did you see it from the beginning?
Yeah, I watched it from the beginning to the end.
So somebody said, I didn't see it from the beginning. Somebody said that Anton initially said something about I was the one on time.
Yeah.
So that seemed like he was already on. I'm trying to start some I'm trying to have some friction here today.
Yeah.
So,
but get it. I'm saying, but if you listen to him, he was never having the conversation. Well, he was rarely having the conversation with Corey there. He was having the conversation with the Corey he expected, or the Corey that he watched on social media. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like when somebody doesn't know you, and then all they imagine is what they see online.
Was this their first conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't even. I can understand if they had already talked to each other, you know, felt each other out, knew how they both got down. But this is your first conversation, and you talking about SMD, and you talking about something you don't have the mental capacity.
But that's what I'm saying. So Corey went into it honestly, like, I'm going to talk to this brother, even though I think you is whatever. But I'm going to talk to you based off of what you're saying to me. Anton went into it like, oh, you bully people.
Right.
So I'm going to be defensive. If I think you're attacking me, I'm going to over attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you that I'm a man. I'm going to prove to you whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Whatever it is. So Corey is in this bad situation because there's no way you should be the type of Black man that he is and what he represents to us.
Mm-hmm.
He has no business sitting down with no man that said he's not a Black man first. If he's questioned if he's a Black man first, you have no business sitting down with that man. That's like me. I don't have no business sitting down with no man that talking about he not a Black man first.
So wait a minute, did Anton, is this something that on record, Anton said he's not a Black man first?
He said it in that conversation.
Wait a minute, I must have missed this. What'd he say?
He said, I'm not a Black. He said, no, that's a construct. Black is a construct.
Oh yeah, I didn't see this part.
Yeah. Like we don't have no business sitting down, bro. Like if we can't agree your black ass is not black, we don't have nothing to. I don't give a fuck what else you say, educated or nothing else. We have no business talking.
Did he specify on what he was first?
He said he was a Christian. Well, first he demeaned black, saying it's a social construct, which that's fine because it's true. Race is a social construct, but so is Christianity.
Right.
It's a social construct. Constantine, the Council of Nicaea, created the social construct that we refer to as Christianity, complete with name.
So that is interesting that he said that. So okay, so if somebody said I'm a Christian first, what do you think about that? How do you feel about it?
If you don't realize you're black in America, you're being purposely ignorant.
I feel you. I'm with you on that.
You're being purposely ignorant.
I wonder, did he have that answer loaded already? Because I think it's a lot of black Christians out here. So I think he knew by him saying that he was going to have some backup. Because, it's a lot of black Christians out here that say, yeah, that's right. You're a Christian first. Mm-hmm. So
shout out to everybody. I see the table saying, hey, you know what, I'm saying, listen, I'm not saying Christianity is real. I'm telling you, it's a social construct. Like, it's not about where it came from. I didn't get into if it's American or, from the continent of Africa. The first mass following of Jesus Christ was in North Africa. That's not the point.
Yeah.
It's a social construct, a construct created by society to follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. That don't change. It's a social construct. It's not a negative thing, right, to say it's a social construct, just like black. It is. But you have to acknowledge that these things exist, and then you decide which of them makes sense to you.
Then you got to understand that Christianity in America is taught a little differently than from Africa.
Well, I mean, Christianity wasn't taught in Africa, right? People were following Christ, but this is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But Christianity, the religion, is a social construct. A religion is a social construct, right? Following God would be as simple as following God. But when somebody teaches you and they create borders and parameters, which is nothing wrong, because I think society does need help. Like, I'm not knocking religion at all, not a single one. But I'm saying it's okay if we understand that all of these things society created. Society didn't create God, but the disciplines and the way,
right.
You know what I mean? Christianity it was actually, again, I don't want to talk about this because y'all not, your ear got to listen to me. You can't feel to understand what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. You probably should not talk about
it. Yeah.
Because
it's like
Christians out there mad as hell.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, like it's not a knock, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm a follower of Christ. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying I understand Christianity is a social construct.
Right.
But so is being black in America. And if you can't understand why black in America, you know what I'm saying, is something, right? Or you don't understand, I'm not fucking with you. We don't have no business talking. There is nothing we need to build on. That's like a Satanist.
I'm going to be honest. Now that I think about that statement saying I'm a Christian first, that almost was a white answer.
Yeah,
that was a white man's answer.
Man, bruh, it is. So again, it's like, and I'm not doubting homie's blackness because I see him keep using the N-word.
The N-worded it up now?
He was nigga, Corey nigga, I do this nigga, and he he sound like like he's saying nigga and all of that. But when you don't understand that you're black in America, again, bro, I just can't fuck with it. I just can't fuck with it. Straight up. So, again, for the sake of content, bro, you sitting down with people like that, that's a problem. I would never sit down with a Satanist. As interested as I am in it, I'd never sit down. Never. We don't have nothing to talk about.
You wouldn't let them try to convert you?
No, it's a fight. I want to fight rappers who act like they worship Satan now. To this day.
I understand not sitting down with them, but
no, I legitimately want to fight rappers Like, I want to fight Tyler. Like, I wanted to fight him. It took me a long time to get over him having upside down crosses, him playing with things that mean something to people. Like, that legitly rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I don't like Cardi. I don't fuck with that gay vampire movement.
Oh, you talking about Cardi B? I mean,
No.
Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
All that. I'm not fucking with none of that. And it's not. It's just because if you want to be that chaotic, it should be that challenged.
Right. I agree. I really think Tyler was immature. I think it seemed like he might have grown out of that. So a lot of that shit though.
Mm. So again, so it's just that to me is the issue, bro. Is when people are having these conversations for the sake of content. I shouldn't be talking to people. I shouldn't be validating people, that don't really, especially when I know better. Like, that's not to say Anton's not educated, because he is informed on some of the things he's talking about.
Right.
But he's also, it's a disingenuous nature.
Liberal right women. He's super informed on liberal right women.
It's a disingenuous thing happening that doesn't matter. And the more I understand it, right? The more I understand it, it just doesn't make sense to have this conversation. We don't need to sit down. It just don't make no sense to sit down. Right now. It just don't make any sense. None at all. And I think that's where we at. I think in hip hop, we're protecting something really, really, really important. I think as Black men, we're protecting masculinity, and that's really, really important. I think as Black men, we got to protect hip hop and we got to protect masculinity. They happen to be related. Straight up. I just where I'm at with it. Every man should think what they saying is law. Glasses disgusted in Anton. No, I'm not disgusted in Anton, honestly. I really don't have any resentment against him. I don't have any resentment against him. Like, when I'm not into the content, I'll just log off of it. That's where I'm at. I just don't follow the content. If it becomes a little too, I don't know. If it becomes a little bit void of Black, I just kind of lean out of it at that point. That's all. So, the first time I saw him in the wild was with Corey. You know what I mean? Like, that was the first time. If Anton wanted to fight me, he could definitely have the fade. Ozab, if you're asking, he could definitely get this fade. I'm shout out to Corey, but I'm not Corey. All my shit work. All my hands work. Like, you wouldn't have to say it to me twice. You just ask once.
Ask you a question?
Sure.
You think Anton punked Corey?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
You think punk too strong of a word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's one of those things that kind of, there's no middle ground.
Yeah. I was thinking that too.
So it's like, he came with intentions. Yeah, that's the word. Shout out to Magnif. He marked him out.
Yeah, he did.
And I don't think Corey was worried about fighting as much as, one, I think he was genuinely took off guard. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't want to say punked him, because I don't think Corey was scared to fight. I think Corey was in disbelief, and maybe because he had his kind of, beliefs of who dude was when he came into the room.
I think he was struggling to make a decision. I think that was the hesitation we was seeing. Like, he was trying to decide, like, am I gonna slap the shit out this nigga? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should.
Honestly, what I got was more like surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he did not imagine this person. Right? It was no way he thought this would be the person. Maybe if he invites Glasses Malone to the show, sure, he could expect, silliness, because that's how we project on each other as black people. It's like, oh, da da da. So he never thought Anton would do that with him. Like he he never saw that. So he never thought that. He didn't. So I think when he first told him, hey man, you sucking black people penis. And he said it took him about 5 seconds.
I think he was very surprised when he heard that.
Yes, because it was
For sure when he heard that. He was like,
But to me, it's because he missed the first 2 cues.
Mm. Do you think he was considering, what happened with Aries Spears?
Sure.
You don't think that, like sometimes, like maybe a person does something one time, they don't like the results they get, and then the second time they like, damn, I'm back in the same situation. Let me do something different.
Sure.
Do you? I mean, even though he wasn't, I don't know. My only problem with this whole situation is for the way Corey put on though. Like,
and to me, that's why it matters. As he's one of the last representations of, because obviously Anton doesn't consider himself black.
And then Corey said, I got money for this. Like soon as you said that, you're supposed to smack him.
Well, that was way after.
Yeah, but still,
but by that time,
smack radius.
but by that time, he apologized. He actually said, I'm sorry. I mean, he did. I mean, not him, but he said,
you don't accept the apology. The apology ain't enough.
Disingenuous apology. Like it wasn't no.
I mean, it can't be disingenuous if you say, "Hey, I'm sorry," because it wasn't about genuine, because he didn't have to apologize.
He was apologize all the time when they don't.
Well, honestly, I don't think.
You be lying.
Oh, for facts, like to.
well, I have to give people the credence to believe whatever they're saying, right? So I believe him when he said he was sorry, right? But
just go out.
The thing is, so I think it's a situation where Corey kind of underestimated who he was dealing with. That's what I think.
So you think okay. So are you trying to say Corey thought he was a punk?
Probably so. I don't want to jump off that cliff, but probably so.
Maybe not punk, but not
most
the type
people
of person
think
that's
sellouts.
be...
Most people think people that have sellout, like that type of vibe, like being a sellout, you don't think of them as courageous people,
right?
When you come from, from where we come from,
right? No, I feel you, because if you say certain phrases or words to a certain people, that you know what time it is,
and that's what Corey's point was. But I don't think Corey understood. He intended to say it to him,
right?
A lot of people don't think suck dick is that.
Every last man thinks suck dick is horrible. That's black.
I thought so.
That's black. I don't know about white folk.
It was hella people like, that's the same thing.
Kissing ass and sucking dick are not the same thing. I'm not saying he couldn't have been offended, but again, that's the third thing. Even if that's his response, he like, well, I'm going to up the disrespect, because right, kissing ass can be considered disrespect. Yes. I don't think that's the question.
I feel like there are certain phrases that are universally thought to men, that where they all think the same thing on it. The majority of men think that. I was watching this shit on YouTube yesterday, and this made me think about our conversation with this SMD. This guy was going up to people and just saying, if you move, you're gay. Just a random, I'm talking about black, white, Asian. He said he went to everybody. And they just stopped. Every dude froze. Nobody moved. And I was like, everybody? Nobody want to move? And I was like, that's what SMD is to everybody. For most men, SMD is universally thought to as like, man, we might have to fight now. Probably gonna have to fight. We're not moving. So yeah, I think when he said SMD, you're right. Now that I think about Corey's look, because he was baffled.
Took him about 5 or 6 seconds. Like,
yeah, he kind of clutched his
pearls. Wait a minute, nigga.
Like,
Nigga, I'm not sucking nobody dick. What the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, hey, homie, like all that sucking dick. He's like, you sucking dick now. And that's where Corey was like, oh no, this motherfucker is disrespecting me. It took Corey, he missed the first 2 things that were like, okay, this is not a fair conversation, because the first and second thing, you said nothing that drew those type of insults, right? Which is, you don't have the capacity, blah, blah, blah. And then adding too busy. That's even in my mind, that's a strike. I'm like, capacity? Are you challenging my intellect? Like I'm just that busy? And then the second thing became like, you talking loud, but you ain't saying much.
That was crazy.
These are like red flag terms where we grow up at, right? You know that these words mean something. So even when I hear the traditional kind of pussy-fied black version, well, can't black people just talk? Why it always gotta be violence? All this so lame ass shit that the modern scary Negro says right now, because they wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know, that modern version of Negro, because the modern version of Negro, bro, is the scariest, busterest motherfucker in the world, because they don't really have to interact with men. They are used to being on that video game, having that headset on and saying whatever in the world.
That's what I was gonna ask about Anton. Do you think that maybe, and this is gonna sound like a diss, I'm not trying to diss him, I'm just trying to figure it out. Do you think that Anton talks about liberal white women and black women so much that he's so involved in a problem that he kind of lost touch of how you talk to black men? Like, do you think he was actually meaning SMD in a way to where he was like, man, this might go to a fight?
He knows. He from Detroit. Now, so even if he's from a suburb,
he thought like, oh, this might go left.
No, he said it to be he knew to up his disrespect. If he felt kissing ass, because that's fair to say kissing ass is disrespect, but if he upped it to say sucking dick, he know that's unforgivable. There's nowhere amongst black folks in black communities is suck my dick like an acceptable conversation, or sucking dick cool. That's immediately historically fighting words.
A quick question to L. Is there a phrase to women
comparable?
Yeah.
Let me think about it for a second, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Is there SMD to women?
I kind of feel like it's kind of the same phrase, because it's not like men don't say
that shit to each other.
Yeah, it's not like women don't say it. It's not like men don't say it to women as well in a derogatory way. But let me think about it. I'm sure there is something like, you said what, bitch? Let me think about it.
So even in the thoughts, it's like to watch men be on social media, and you could just tell, like, social media is such a breeding ground for cowards. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, you have a million people that have fake pages. You know what I'm saying? They got fake pages. They got a bunch of bullshit happening. You know what I mean? And they be just legit scared, but it's also they're raised without consequence.
I was gonna ask you that too. Do you think it's fair to like characterize the modern Negro off of internet niggas? Because there's a lot of people who don't be on the internet. Like, actually, there's this this idea that being off the internet is the new luxury. Like, people who are offline are really the ones living well, and people who are online are the new lower class. So do you think it's fair to...
That was crazy.
That was crazy, right? Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I just got all my shit signed in. That's crazy. I'm late to the party. But do you think that is fair? Because I wonder sometimes, are people getting misrepresented by the clickbaity shit that's on the internet? Do you think maybe the modern Negro is not represented on the internet? And these are just online niggas?
Well, that's the modern Negro. I
online
think the same people that were in the streets are the traditional Negro.
Got you.
I hate to say this too. I'm starting to see a lot of people who I felt like or assumed was raised like real dudes get on the internet and lose a lot of it though. I feel like the internet is tarnishing a lot of real dudes.
You know what's funny? Being a gangbanger really showed me how many people were in a bad situation. Okay. Even some of the most coldest homies were just, they wanted to be somebody else. But they were this because this is where they were at. They can't define who they want to be. It's a level of fear. It's, you know, it's concern. It's a level of, you know, you have to be lonely.
Right.
Like a lot of my thoughts, you know, in the neighborhood, that's how it go. You got to be okay with people not aligning with you. And that's not standard for humans. You know, we always want to connect as human beings. It's really tough to exist in a space where you just lonely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of them dudes on the internet is being the person they always wanted to be.
Is that good? It sounds kind of like freedom in a way. Like, before, I couldn't act how I wanted to act because I had so much social pressure from my close circles day to day. But now I can express myself freely. Is that not good?
So this is how I started the stream, where I was explaining, like, I was explaining the stream and I was saying, man, like I used to think I was envious of people who were selfish, who didn't have to carry the burden of Black people. People who could just make sacrifice. They don't care about nothing. I just care about my money. That's it. Like Anton, where it's like, I don't care about none of this stuff. I just care about my money. I don't want to connect with y'all, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. I just care about my money. Even to the point where I was saying, like people, like I'm watching modern Negroes say, oh, if somebody doesn't identify in the values that I identify as a Black person, right, then they are not worthy of me even standing up for them, which kind of goes into that Dolce conversation where it's like, people like, oh, well, she said straight males are a red flag. And I'm like, what do that got to do with what you just witnessed?
Yeah, I do think it's irrelevant to the point of this white supremacist dude is trying to bag on her or whatever. But I also think that's one of them comments that gets taken out of context. If she likes bisexual men, it's probably certain. There are people
there's no such thing.
Oh, different conversation, but I understand what you're saying. If that's her preference, I think people took that to mean straight Black men in their existence in the world is a red flag. But what I understood her to mean was when she's trying to date somebody, she doesn't want to date a straight Black man, which to me was like, I inferred from that there's things she wants to do that a straight Black man is not going to let her do. And so that's not her preference. So I don't understand why everybody got so mad at her about that for being open and honest with her preferences. They took it as if it was a slight to straight Black men.
So I was talking to some brothers from a podcast called The Viral Way, and they were saying because it's a trend, because popular people create trends. And if you feel like it's an assault on the Black family, then that trend could be detrimental to.
So her saying that can make people want to copy and say, you know what? I don't want straight Black men either. I want to try something new, and she should be more responsible with the ideas that she promote. Is that
was their take. My take is, I think it's fair to educate or to give ideas that you believe in to other Black people. But I think, is there no moment for it to be okay to allow like racism or prejudice or bigotry to happen freely if you're a Black person, at least in my Blackness? Because I genuinely believe my Blackness is defined by my actions, not nobody else's actions.
Like, yeah, let him hang that nigga. He was acting funny the other day at the water hole or whatever the fuck.
Lord knows I hate snitches.
Yeah.
Lord knows I hate men that will not be accountable for their own actions. But it could be Gunna.
Nah, whatever you say about to be cap.
It's not cap.
Okay.
I wouldn't be okay with 3 white men jumping him.
I thought I didn't like snitches. He hate you make me feel like I like snitches.
Because I feel like now you're questioning my Black. How you gonna whoop somebody? How you gonna do that in front of me? You must think I'm a bitch too.
I get what you're saying. That's how I felt about Aiden. Like, in a way, he kind of saying, like, Black men, what the fuck? What are y'all talking about? Y'all can't say nothing to me. In a way, it was like disempowering to Black men. Like, what y'all thought y'all was gonna say something to me? Who are y'all? Y'all think we gotta respect y'all bitches?
Yeah.
Who are y'all?
And to me, that's where I'm like, that's what Blackness is. It's like, hold up, bro, you gonna just do that in front of all of us?
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I got that same kind of lingering pressure. Like, in my mind, I really want to be an honorable person. Like, it matters to me. And it's hella people who do not give a fuck at all. Be like, damn. I see what you mean by freeing. That does seem very freeing, but I don't want to be that free. I feel like crackheads are free in a way too. People off heroin is free in a way too. They high as shit. They don't know they think.
I was just about to say
they slave to the crack.
I remember back in the day, I think we might have a little too much freedom right now. Because back in the day, when being yourself was whack, somebody would tell you about yourself. Like, somebody will pull you to the side and be like, this ain't it, bro. Like, I don't, this ain't the look. Like, your parents, your homeboys, your homegirl or whatever will pull you to the side and be like, you can't be like this. Now, everybody, no matter what yourself is, yourself could be, I'm not going to start saying stuff, but apparently I say too much crazy shit, but.
Like, maybe I don't want to dress like y'all. Maybe I want to wear, MC Hammer pants.
But
if I wear MC Hammer pants, then I'm gonna get the pressure from everybody. What the fuck you got on? You can't wear that. But nowadays, a nigga just walk out in the MC Hammer pants. That's not good.
That's the little shit though. I'm talking about it was big shit back in the day. People be like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Your homeboy will pull you to the side and be like, hey, we don't, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Like, we not doing that. It ain't nobody homeboys pulling i.e. Drake. Like, pull him to the side and be like, this ain't it. Like, this is not how you, like, people used to tell you when being yourself was whack. Like, this ain't it, man. You can't do this. So I don't know. Now everybody's out there doing
the internet allows people to connect to other people that could be that
weird thing.
Different.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear
so
this.
So now
shit.
they make community with
strangers.
Yeah. I think there's some pros and cons to that for sure. They need some guardrails, but what are the new guardrails going to be? Before it used to be community. Like, people are not really in community like they used to be. You would go to church, you would go to people's houses. There were all these different touch points where you would engage with different people in the community that would tell you, hey, this is not cool, or here's another option. And it seems like a lot of those or at least the touch points have been reduced for a significant amount of people.
Yep.
So I wonder what would be like, what will replace that to be the new guardrail? Is it the comment section?
We got to bring back shaming.
Bring back shaming.
Yeah, shaming got to be a thing again. Like, when that mattered, when shaming was a thing, they call it the other word now. But
what?
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't trying to get
what's the therapy
strikes.
word for shaming?
I ain't trying to get no strikes.
All right, no strikes.
But you need to bring back shamers. That's what I'm gonna call them.
I don't know. I was starting to say that, and then I realized, like, you gonna be a slave to something. So if you feel like getting some money is more important than being black, right? Then you're a slave to money. So in that situation, right, going to Corey is like, in a situation where somebody was supposed to have consequence for behavior, minus the emotion, he was supposed to have consequence for behavior. Now, I'm not saying he couldn't have won the fight or punched me back second or third or fourth, but for sure to start the fight, he was supposed to get punched. That was a consequence for the consistent disrespect you keep presenting.
Mm-hmm.
But if you decide that the money and protecting the money or lawsuit was more important, you a slave to the money.
What you think you a slave to?
God, probably. That shit is the worst.
A slave to his own morality.
But that's what I'm saying. That's all the God in me. Because other than that, shit, I'd be just like everybody else. I'd just be running around this motherfucker. Look, if it's that easy to sell out, like, I could sell y'all out. Like, bro, I could have hit Aiden and said, hey, man, send me $250,000. I'll make you look like a vet. And he would have sent it. If I hit Aiden and say, man, give me $250,000, he'd have sent it. You know how many times I could have got paid just to sell out? Like, no lie. Like, people asked me to sell out. People used to ask me to sell out.
I would love to be a fly on the wall.
Was there any time somebody asked you to sell out and you was like,
No, because it's like,
I know you said no, but before you said no, you thought about it a little bit, like a little harder than the other times.
There was never a time. Here's a crazy story. They were doing I think it was Pride Week in 2015 and 16. Or maybe 13 or 14. 13 or 14. Me and DJ Head was together.
Thank you. Yeah, put that in front of Pride Week.
Well, it's all good. That nigga name is Head.
I'm just saying, but what's this DJ Head, man? You can't say Pride Week.
DJ Head, right? Me and DJ Head, we were at this really dope producer studio, really good friend of mine, Peter Rafelson. His dad is I forgot what Mr. Rafelson. He created the Monkeys. I forgot Mr. Rafelson.
Oh, the Monkeys was dope.
He created the TV show The Monkeys. Right?
I love the Monkeys.
His
dad. Watch that shit every day.
And Peter Rafelson is one of like the greatest pop producers. Just a whiz, a smart
song
dude.
In my head now, shit. But
yep. So we at his studio chilling, and somebody called me and said, "Hey, G, one of the booking agents from the Pride Festival, they want to get your number to ask you to perform for an event. Right? I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna take calls in 4 minutes. They said, man, we wanna, we want to book you for an event. And I was like, okay, what's up? And they said, man, that song that good. We want you to come perform it at our Pride Festival.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, that good. Now, mind you, that good just came off this like tremendous run on the West Coast. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's like a hella West Coast kind of classic, especially in Southern California. We ain't going to the bar. Girl, you fucking with a star. I like the way you wearing that skirt. Go on, let a nigga go to work. Go to work, girl, I give you that good dick. Right? So it's like, girl, I give you that good dick. And it has Ty Dolla $ign.
You ain't ate this morning, huh?
What?
You didn't eat this morning, because that ain't even... I've seen you do other people's songs better than that.
I'm just saying,
the words of it at the Pride Festival.
You got to put
right. So
I got your point. I got your point.
So I'm like, look.
Imagine singing that at the Pride Festival.
I'm like, look. So it's like a big thing, right? On the West, right? In LA, especially huge. So I'm like, and they was like, yeah, we got a $20,000 budget. Now, mind you, the most I ever got for a concert is $10,000. Like my going rate is around 5,000. I done got 10,000, 12,000 in some other countries. Cool. But they was like, we got $20,000. I'm like,
double.
I'm not worth $20,000. I couldn't bring $20,000 worth of tickets in. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, look, I could do other songs. I couldn't do that song at a Pride Festival.
Okay.
So I could do
Certified,
do a Pride,
just not that song.
Sure, I'm not going to perform. I'm not going to rap good dick to a bunch of gay men. I'm not going to tell them I will give you that good dick to a bunch of gay men. I can't do that because that's a lie.
That's a lie.
I will not give you that good dick.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Right. And I remember like I'm sitting right there, right? And they're like calling back. Like they raised the number to 25,000 and 30,000. I'm like, yeah, bro, there's no amount of money that I would allow me to perform.
And they got the 30 racks. You wasn't like,
ask DJ Head. I'm gonna bring it up to DJ Head on this podcast.
Somebody
I'm gonna ask DJ. Hold up, watch this. You think I'm playing?
You didn't think a little bit.
No,
like, I'm not really giving them the good dick.
No, I might as well at that damn point.
Just serenading them.
No, dog. Listen,
or just hum those words.
I'm not lying. No lie, bro. This is really happening. And I'm like, I'm talking to Stretch, and he like, man, he said, what you doing? I said, man, why did the Pride Festival just offer me $30,000 to perform? He's like, $30,000, you gonna do it? I'm like, I said, the problem is they want me to perform that good.
DJ
Head he thought about it.
Show, and he thought you called.
He thought about it.
He was like, no.
He thought about it. It was like, hell no. I'm like, exactly. There's no way possible I can do that. It's just no way possible. It would be a lie. And like, it felt like a shaming kind of thing where it's like everybody wanted to, and I still like, I feel like to this day, everybody's always trying to corrupt me. You would think I'm not even a gang member or like a drug dealer or none of that stuff, but everybody feels like I walk around too high, like in pride or honor about myself.
Was a drug dealer.
But I'm saying,
you know, the Crip guru though. I would say that I've been trying to think of a good name like Crip Shaman. I'm still working on it.
I mean, you know how many times I've been in the studio and people try to give me alcohol or like they be like, gee, man, just drink with me. Like E40 every day on tour tried to make me drink with him. And it's Earl 40 ounce.
That sounds super.
Yeah, you ain't the only one. Know that.
Every day on tour, Earl 40 tried to get me to drink with him.
Earl 40 is hilarious.
That's his name. E40 stands for Earl 40 ounce.
But Earl 40, you saying it like that is just
because that's, and just in case people don't know what E40 stands for, Earl 40 ounce.
Earl 40 ounce make this drinking story sound super factual.
Oh, it's true.
Like, he drinks a lot.
Earl 40.
Every day, man. He used to have Dot and fucking. He used to have Dot and fucking J-Rock gone. Kendrick and J-Rock will be gone fucking with Unc. Like if they fuck with him, he gonna drink everybody under the table. All of the above. Every day on tour, he tried to have me drink. You know how many blunts Snoop has passed me? See, come on, cuz you just smoking once.
You didn't smoke one Snoop blunt.
No. So I feel like I be walking, and this is a prime example, like to me, where Corey had a moment where it's no way you supposed to sit down with somebody that don't know they're black.
Maybe Corey didn't know that until he asked that question.
Did you say he wasn't black?
Yes.
He said he
wasn't
was not
black
black.
first. He said he wasn't black first. He said he was a Christian first.
No.
Don't do
It's,
like
listen,
that.
it's more to it. Just listen.
That's an offline face.
So sorry. I gotta get used to it. What?
Yeah. He said Christian. Ugh.
Not like that, but
look at this shit here. I'm gonna get it going.
I didn't like how close they were.
Man, the man said he wasn't. The man said, I'm not
black first, but he's still black.
Man, let me show y'all.
All right, cool.
That man, that's T-Pain.
Let me show y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all what the man said.
That my man.
There we go. Take some phone calls.
Hey, Trap.
What up, Al?
Hold on with the phone calls. Let me show y'all this clip, and then we could get into it. It's like class and shit. Show and tell.
Hey, Trap. After we get done with all this, man, I gotta ask you.
Ask me, please.
I gotta ask you. After we get done with all this,
please.
Come on, man. Definitively, you have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like.
See, this is a problem, right? Here's problem one.
Niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through. Like, you've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
Systemic oppression. If somebody that's like if he saw me kicking the shit out of his father every day, and then a million things. Just because you didn't go through that doesn't mean you don't feel the effects of whatever that can cause. Black people in current times feel the effect of transatlantic slave trade. If companies and corporations could be billion-dollar companies because of the benefits, of course, we could feel the detrimental effects. That's just a bad, it's a bad faith conversation. He knows better, right? But again, because he's talking to Corey Holcomb, Corey may not be educated in the idea. Corey uses wisdom and intellect. He listens, but he may not be educated. But if you use your information horribly, you're no different than like
giving out misinformation. His face is saying it right now, though. His face is like, what the fuck?
It's people who become masters in like rhetorical devices.
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes. Definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you.
Like, that's not what racism is about. It's not just killing someone. Like, racism, like to say Crips and Bloods have something to do with racism is ridiculous. None of my homies ever did something to a black man because he was just black.
I hate that argument, though.
It's it's the black on black crime.
Argument.
It's just racism is rooted in things that are happening because of race, right? Proximity creates crime, but racism is simple. It's no black. I know Mona Parks, Carver Parks, PJ Crips, Gray Street Crips, Bonnie and the Bloods, Bebop Watts Bloods. Nobody does anything to somebody because they're black. Oh, it's a black man. Let me go make sure I hassle him. There, right now in 2026, are tons of places that you will go and they will hassle you just because you're black. They don't even have to think you're a thief. You could be a black doctor and they'll hassle you. You could be a black mailman. They know you're coming to deliver the mail and you're still a nigger.
Yes.
Like, what? It's the way they're gonna do it. They may lie to their boss and say you were mean to them. You might not do nothing. You could be as compliant as possible, and they still will mistreat you. So that's the scary part. Like, you may be like he's informed on ideas and educated, but it's also he's using them horribly. He's using them as a weapon, and that's not the shit.
Well, it depends on what your goal is. He's using them great for his goal. His goal is to use those rhetorical devices to make niggas not want to push back against systemic oppression.
Let me play.
Right, but hold on, before you start this up, and this is on bullshit, but you already know he was in his bag because he's
Real situation got me looking at.
Any nigga who start fingertip tapping, you know he's on
You don't
evil
know.
shit.
Yes.
And then also this idea that being killed is the only thing that we should be worried about. What
Man.
about being denied access to food? People live in food deserts. What
Man.
about not access to like housing loans in order to buy your own house instead of renting for your whole life, business loans, over policing. There's a lot of things that could lead to detrimental shit in your life besides just being killed.
Yeah, it's
So if we
almost
start
like
to chart the data on who's responsible for that, it's not going to be black people.
And then, again, but he just knows, like it's like a bad preacher. You know what I mean?
that's how
Like,
bad preachers'
yeah.
fingers always
Yep.
doing this shit. Like, do you wanna
That's
die
the
fast?
truth.
You
So
made him
what I'm
wise,
trying
you
to
know?
understand is
Was slavery in the United States before?
slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery
his
was
question.
on every single continent in this world. That's a fact.
I don't think that's
Now,
either.
the thing that's a problem with it is that, then this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
I didn't know
Like,
this was bad.
because y'all complaining about it
This make me uncomfortable.
over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for.
Who is y'all?
What is going
You
what is
jumped
gonna help
over
y'all?
a whole thing
What-
that
what-
has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
Like-
You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't
And so-
understand. What are you saying? Like, I'm
Because
trying to
most of the
make
niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes. Definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you
yeah.
than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
It's called
But do you
That's a
understand?
fact.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
It's the system.
the
The system
position
against us. I got it.
okay, but the
Heard that
position you and your people are in,
Who was my people?
black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say
Somebody
you're a black man
not
first,
understand how
I
that
think
is.
something wrong
I've
with
seen
that.
this part. This part was crazy.
They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
That's
brown,
why you start
brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh,
How the hell is
We
he
not-
not brown?
For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am.
And so it's like,
Basically just said I'm a white man. Dark-skinned white man.
So this is called post-racial. A lot of people do this when they get access to money because they confuse having money with not being a nigga. So people think that because niggas do have access to more money than they did maybe a couple decades ago. That is true, but they think that that money makes them more American. So they believe it's cool, but they believe that we are in a post-racial time, especially after Obama. I do not believe that. I think that's crazy to believe. And to be honest, I don't think they really believe it.
no.
Oh,
I think they would like to believe it.
that nigga don't even have enough money to think like that.
That's crazy too.
No, I'm dead
Nigga,
serious.
you
Think
bought
about
2 houses and now it's
that. Yeah,
racism.
like, what is happening?
Bro? God damn. Jeez. So that's a bit of a problem. The idea of we post-racial. I don't.
I don't give a fuck
I
how
don't
much
give a
money I get.
Yo.
I'm never forgetting that off.
Let me get you in here, dog. Go ahead. You on right now. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Oh, what's up? Hey, first of all, great show, man. Love the show, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Janelle is a very good asset to the show too, man. So I'm glad y'all got her on.
Oh, thank you.
But-
Thank you.
Man, L is dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's my sister.
You know what this reminds me of? Because it's like in that little interaction they had, they went to a stalemate to where either side can say either side can say like, man, my guy won. You know, you got half the guys saying Corey punked him. You got some guys saying Anton punked him. And it reminds me of like I think sometimes like, man, why was that Drake and Kendrick battle so impactful? And one of the reasons is because a side won definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like one side won in the battle of, and it wasn't just like a battle with two rappers. It's like they both represented ideas, and that's the thing with fans nowadays is that even if a person is not trying to build like a movement or a cult or anything like that, we are in the world of cults where somebody creates a world and then the cult members just walk in, even if the person is not trying to create one. So I think in the world that Kendrick created versus the world that Drake created, which you find like the Anton Daniels type a lot of times on the Drake side of it, they took such a deafening loss, and I think that's what I think that's why one reason that the battle was so impactful, because that particular side or a side just took a vicious loss, and that's something you kind of like don't see much of. You know what I'm saying? Like even in that interaction, both sides could kind of say like they held their ground, but you see a lot of that now where like nobody get like dealt with viciously. And I think that's what's going on with you right now, Glasses. Like you taking a definitive stand, and intellectually you beating the shit out of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you beating the shit out of the comments. You know what I'm saying? The conversation against you. So man, we riding with you, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? We got your back. Like what y'all standing for right now. I know you probably, like I said, you probably not even trying to like create a movement, but don't let that get away from you. That's what you're doing. Like the people who are rallying around you now, they coming into your world as a movement, as this is a movement. So don't let that slip away from y'all, man. But I appreciate y'all. I listen offline.
My dog, man. I appreciate you,
That
brother.
was fire.
Check in.
Thank
Stay
you.
in, man. Much love.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to
But,
find.
Yo.
Michael Blake.
We love you. Bye.
That was
Hello? Can you hear us, dog?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Glasses. What's up
He
with
said,
it?
who's this?
Well, what's good,
Like you called him.
crazy.
How you call somebody and say, who's this?
I
What the hell is that, man?
I hear y'all. I see y'all, but damn, I'm hearing you on the phone with somebody else. What's good, y'all?
Oh, man, we can't call it, dog. What's the deal?
He
No,
called
this
Domino's
time,
somebody,
man.
who's this? Domino's, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm here to you stupid trap. You stupid.
Go ahead,
What
though,
up,
brother.
yo,
Go ahead,
bro?
get it
What
off,
up,
though.
what up, bro?
This is Kai, man. Stop calling me Key, y'all. It's Kai. Q-I. It's Kai, y'all.
Okay,
Not
Kai,
Key.
got it.
You got it, bro.
My bad, you got
No,
that
just
cue
call me-
there, dog. That shit, man.
My bad, Kai.
No, that's just my nickname. My daddy gave me, y'all. That's
Oh, it's my man
nickname.
from the lunch table.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Kai from the lunch table.
Kai, what's good, B?
Yeah, what's good with you, L? Looking beautiful back there.
Thank
But
you.
anyways, what
skipped
I'm
over
concerned
Coach, man.
about is
Coach said hi
you know
too.
I'm hollering at the
He heard
lady
you,
first.
he heard
You know
you.
I'm gonna holler at the lady first, Coach. Knock it off. But anyways, I'm just calling about what the Anton dude is. I mean, it was like he was deserving attention from the wrong places and shit.
Expand on that.
Because it's like, how could you fucking, because that was some real disrespectful stuff, you know what I mean? Any other man, like where we come from, you would have got like boom back real quick.
Fast. Yeah.
Real quick. But at the same time, Corey just had to like, no, I'm not going to catch no case or give him all these ratings and shit, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure whoever was watching that thing was looking and expecting a fight.
We definitely should have gave him what he was asking for. But Kai, let me move through it. I'm on you, my boy. Much love.
Bye, Kai.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Yo.
Lunch table gotta stop being so mean.
Yo.
Are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yo, what's good, Glasses? Shout out to you. Shout out to L. Shout out to everybody over there. Trap. We got to talk about the whack thing one day. But
What you mean about the whack thing, yo? Y'all gonna stop this
but
whack
anyway,
shit.
one thing is that the problem
Who is
is
this?
that we give too many passes to these people. You guys always talk about culture and what culture is. Culture is what you exclude just as much as what you include. So when you guys give passes to academics and Flacco and all these people who are not from our culture, you validate them and you give them platforms. That gives them legitimacy. and make them have an argument. The same thing with Anton Daniels. These people don't have a leg to stand on. They're not citing any data, any research. They're just going on white supremacist talking points. And nobody's there who's educated enough to challenge them on these things. It's just more so, this is how I feel, or a personal anecdote, or things like that. There's no empirical data. Even when L said, you know, black folks are doing better than they were X amount of years ago, based off of what? Where are we getting that information from? Or is that just a statement, or is that just a feeling? You know, these things are quantifiable, and we need to pull up the data to make these arguments against these people, against these talking points. Because what Anton was doing was he was pathologizing all black folks, which is what we do. Black on black crime, all this other stuff. I heard it a million times. Even with Drake and J. Cole. You know, Glasses, you say this all the time. Drake is a black man. Based off of what? He wasn't raised by no black folks. Can I ask you a question?
But before you do that, it's like, so there's
he's like my dad.
Yeah, there's the concept, right? There's the racial construct that we subscribe to, which is black. And then there's a culture that is very vast when we talk about black. So because his father is a black man, that means he comes from the seed and the loins of a black man. But he was raised completely as a Jewish man. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I'll ask you this question: can a white woman raise a black man?
It's not can she successfully raise a black man. It's yes, a white woman could raise a black man, because she raised a man in blackness. Maybe not, but I don't think, again, there is no one way that black people act, right? Like, if you put, it depends on the circumstance. Like, I think we conflate, you know, we make everybody one way. Like, Drake is a black man. He may not be raised in this culture or any level of culture that we identify under blackness, right? He was raised as a Jewish man. But I think both things can exist, but it also would go into a greater conversation of how do we treat people that are black that do not behave acceptable? And then who is it acceptable to? Like, right? It's like, so when I stand on the grounds for hip hop, I'm standing on the grounds of this is what it's for. This is the research I've done, right? This is the homework I'm doing. So you stand with this. It's not going to be rooted in nothing that is, you know, anything outside of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be rooted in that. So Drake is black because his father was a black man and he came from the seed. You know, he's a seed of the loins of a black man. So he's a black man. Now, again, what does that mean? It don't have to mean one other thing outside of that. And that's kind of where I think me and you do agree on, that being black is actually an action. And we're not talking about being black, the action. We're talking about the noun. But then there's an action. But then again, now if we start going to press on what's black and what's not, you know, we could have that conversation on what should be expected of all black people. Get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying we would have to have that conversation, because especially in today's time, right? Like, there's a ton of black people that feel like they don't have to represent the mass of us. They don't have to represent the mass of us. And that's just it. Like, I've been getting cussed out and people mad at me because of a sister. To me, I don't care about her politics. And it's like, bro, I don't care. Like, she's a sister. Does that make sense? But all
kinfolk ain't kinfolk. You know, you gotta get the sell-off first before you do anything. Before you can fight the enemy, you gotta get the traitors out.
Yeah, but you gotta get them out. You can't let nobody else get them out.
No, 100%. But you also have to get them out too. And time and time again, these people are proving that this is what they are. But they keep getting invited back to the platforms. Even the thing with, you know, you got, when I seen you on with AD with the thing with the company man, like, he wasn't even holding accountable for his actions of validating Adam 16 and Flacco and all these weirdos and, you know, all these other dudes who ain't got nothing to do with our culture.
But it's not struggle. So, and I don't want to be on the other side of this. Maybe it's not even worth talking about, but
yeah, because it is dangerous rhetoric.
It's a little deeper. Like, and I understand your frustration, so I won't push you off that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? I won't push you off of that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm with you. But I just think that we need to look a little deeper into what's happening and then take into account what is it that we are desiring from people. Like, even with a person like Adam, you got to ask yourself, why are people going to sit next to him? What is he creating and providing for them that allows black people or people, especially from this culture, to go sit down with him? And if we solve one problem, we solve the other. But I think, again, it's like, I don't even want to push you off the platform. I want you to stay right there because we need niggas to be right where you at. Forgive me if, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to push you off of that. Stay right there. That's good enough for me. You feel me? And I'm okay with living under that expectation. But I will say this to you about other people. They don't understand. So you're going to have to do a much better job of explaining to them why they shouldn't be there. What I try to tell them specifically is how valuable they are, and he's underpaying you. That's what I stand in. I believe this culture is so valuable, and if we protect it, all of these people that sit next to him should be as wealthy as he is because they create the value.
100%.
So that's how I fight that specific battle.
But again, it goes back to what you guys say about shaming. They need to be shamed too, because they're out of, you know, I don't want to use the term, but I can't think of nothing better. They off cold. You know, they out of pocket. You know, they're doing. You can't. I understand people need to eat, or people need to smoke. Let's use drugs. You need a hit, but you can't sell my fridge to get your hit. You can't do that. That's unacceptable, and we gotta let them know that that's not acceptable.
Well, I think that's your job to go tell them. And then also when you tell them that, you're going to have to also provide the opportunity outside of it. That's what I believe. And I think that's kind of where over the last few days I've arrived at. If I don't want somebody doing something that I find like not beneficial or sharing in a space with people that don't, then I need to have the actual other opportunity versus saying, hey man, don't go do that.
Do this instead. No, I feel you. And I get what you're saying. I'll close on this. You guys are the ones that's out there. You know, you guys are in the entertainment capital. Y'all have a platform. You know, I can say whatever I want to say. And I say it to as many people as I can say.
Well, it's not a fear of saying something. I'm like, this is a much deeper conversation that could send people in the wrong way or make people think there's a tolerable behavior versus, hey, here's actually what's going on, and this is how the correct way to deal with it. Like, you can hold me accountable. You can say, hey, G, I don't want you to do that because I don't want you to share that, and I'll live up to the standards. But everybody else, you have to explain to them more why the standard needs to be maintained if they can't see value in it.
100%. I'll do my part on my end. But again, these are your homies. These are the people you're around. These are people you have access to. Continue to do that with them. No passes. No more passes.
Yeah, but if you listen to me, all our shit is me about getting on their ass. If you look at every community episode, if you listen to Tobacco Fig, man, I'm on my niggas' ass all the time. They don't even like talking to me because I be on their ass.
So I think we in the same place.
I'm way worse than you because I'm actually in my niggas' face cussing them out. I'm cussing them out and shit on the phone. I'm cussing them out in the group chat. You know what I mean? I'm cussing these niggas out every day. So we're in a different place. Like, my shit is met through real actions. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on my niggas every day. Like, I'm talking crazy. Bro, y'all niggas going up here for pennies. I'm telling niggas, man, y'all going up here for pennies. Nigga, this is valuable. Even the concept of protecting hip hop, like, nah, y'all niggas can't have access to this. Everybody can't have this. This is me fighting everybody. What's your name again, brother?
Jim.
Who?
Jim.
Much love, Jim. Yeah, so yeah, I'm on it. I'm on my niggas. I'm on their ass for real. Like, I'm on their ass publicly, privately, text. You know, I'm demanding, and honestly, it's not about disrespectful. Like, I'm pouring value into them. I'm making sure I'm telling them every day how valuable they are. I'm telling them every day how valuable they are. I tell them every day, I speak life into them. And I think that's the solution outside of creating a place that they can go that other people is offering. We need comparable places. Like, we can't just talk shit about McDonald's and don't have, $1 burgers.
100%.
You're gonna have to
I
figure it
agree.
out. You know what I mean? Because the truth is, everybody ain't willing to take the hard route. That's something I realized too. Everybody not willing to take the hard route. Everybody gonna take the fastest and quickest route to getting to what it is they think they want to accomplish. And then they gonna be mad later. So Jim, I'm on you. Much love, bro.
I wanted to
Yeah,
say
shout
this.
out
That
to you.
is
Sometimes
something
you just
that I
gotta leave
kind
them
of or you want to answer the next call before that?
Oh, well, no, go ahead. Go ahead, El.
That's something I kind of like about you, because I noticed with the Aiden thing, a lot of people were saying like, hey, you supposed to get on act and you supposed to get on whack and you supposed to do all of this. And I noticed that you did something slightly different, where it's almost like it seems like you gave a level of grace to the black men, almost where you like, no, they need to be re-educated.
Yeah, because it's different. Like brothers, even the most sellout brother is different than a white man. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be dealt with appropriately, but it's just different. It's a different thing. It's like if you have children, your son is different than your daughter. I mean, you could be an asshole and be like, oh, I'm gonna treat them the same because they both my kids.
I know.
Or you could really say what's going to help the actual desire. What effect am I pursuing? Like,
Yeah,
what am I pursuing?
I think that's
right.
much
And
better
then
than
here we are, right? So it's like Flacco, like the truth is he knows better. So my opinion on Flacco, if I want to fix Flacco, I take Flacco to the PJs. That's how I fix him. Say this to them right now.
He's not gonna do that though.
So therefore creating content would be only for entertainment purpose. The only worthy content for me to create with Flacco is if I took him to the PJs.
That actually would be great content too.
That would be cool. I'm gonna take you to the PJs. Go tell all these brothers what you think of gangs. Talk to them the way you talk to everybody else.
Flacco,
that would be the only content I would do. Ack is somebody that I just would talk to, but while I do think Ack is he could be ignorant. Like it's not just that, bro. It's if you don't grow up in this shit like this, you don't always get programmed with it.
right. That was my point. Maybe exclusionary isn't always the answer, because I talked about this before in groups and out groups. I think sometimes people are a little too gung-ho to say, oh, we excluding you in the out group. We got to get rid of all of these people who don't know how to act. But then if you start getting too specific, you fuck around could get rid of everybody because people make mistakes. And I think it's more showing of leadership qualities.
Sure.
To say, no, we need to create our own system, our own programming to influence people to behave the way we need them to behave so that we can have a strong community.
Exactly.
Instead of this easier idea of, oh, we just gonna get rid of all these niggas who don't do what we want to do. Like that's easy to say, but to me, that's more like TV-ish, movie-ish, cartoonish idea, more so than, no, let's actually do the work. The same way these niggas was programmed to sell out, you can program a nigga to be like, nah, I'm for my people. Like there's a lot of revolutions where people were motivated to stand up for their people.
That's how we are. This is Olivia's programming. This is Leonard's programming. This is Pluck Moon. This is programming.
These guys you're talking about are content over culture, though. Like they don't want to. If you
was content over culture is crazy. Content over culture is crazy. I like that. I like that's a ball. Content over culture is a ball. That was a ball, coach.
Like, they would not want to hear what Glasses has to say because then in their minds it'd affect their content. They'd have to change it up.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I get it. I know that this is I hate it. I hate it. How do you think we come up with the ideas that we come up with? How do you think we feel about blackness the way we feel about it? You think it was something we were born with?
Say again?
You think we were born to feel the way we feel about blackness?
No, we gain that off of everyday experience. You know what I'm saying?
We gain it off experience, how people taught us, what we consume.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
if you take a brother and you raise him in the upper wealthy part of Jamaica, and then you bring him to a rural place in Jersey, right? He doesn't have experiences like this. How do you think you become this without this?
Well, there's this thing called blissful ignorance, and these guys know that they could come to guys like you. Like, Act can talk to you.
But why
maybe
we
they don't
talking?
know that
that's what and that's what it is right there. And that's what turn it off, bro.
Maybe they
That's
have
what it
not
is.
been convinced of the value because they
how would you argue that when somebody is successful and being rewarded money?
But this is what I'm saying.
But it can't be this what you're saying, because
what I'm saying.
They've been doing it their way, and this is what they got. What would be the value in being black? For you to be happy?
All I said with them.
You get what I'm saying? What would be the value in them being black? If they're making,
that's when
six
now you're
figures,
choosing content.
How is it choosing? This is the only thing they know.
No, it's their equation. This is something that I want to study too, because there's a science in it's something called decision science. How people, like, what equation are you doing in your head to rank things of value? So what he's saying is, if they haven't been programmed the way we program, the way they're doing they math, they long division in their head, they winning. It's not a problem. I got money. What's the issue?
The fuck they
but then when you
for?
do the equation kind of the way I see it and the way I believe Glasses see it, when I see that equation, it's like, oh hell no, this got to be corrected. Nigga need to,
because variables, right? I'm not saying protect any. This is why I don't like having these conversations, dog, because you would have to open your ears. Don't Anton Daniels me. If I told you protect somebody, I would say protect them. Listen to what I am saying. Again, this is somebody that is not schooled the way we were schooled. They don't have this. They don't have this. Flacco is somebody from an African country, I think Libya, came over here and moved into a rural neighborhood. So where were his foundations? Go look at me talking to Ack on No Jumper in 2020 or 21. He never seen a black movie when a black movie came out.
All right, let me ask you guys a question. Have you guys ever seen a guy who was raised as a Christian grow up and change his religion?
Absolutely.
Okay. So as you get older, you learn, you figure out different stuff. So you telling me in Ack's whole existence of being in America, he covers the culture. He's never talked to anybody who's Joe Buttons, anybody who he's like, man, maybe I'm doing that wrong.
So you think Joe is the person that's going to drive this in him?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, no, I don't think that's his question.
What I get from Ack is that
before we start going
let me say this real quick. What I get from is that he doesn't know the culture from firsthand experience. He knows the culture from what he's seen or read about it. He doesn't know it from firsthand experience. That's why it comes across like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So you expect it from
more than that as well, though. The equation does not.
Yo.
His equation doesn't equal.
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
Benefit from doing
what's going on, dog?
Yeah, so about this situation, this situation is not that complicated. If you look at Corey's like a loose cannon. He goes at everything. He just like other comedians.
That's irrelevant.
But it is irrelevant.
That's not relevant.
As far no, but listen, this dude, Anton or whatever, he's been crooning for the right wing. He never goes at white people. Believe me, I've seen this fool. He always talks about Democrats, leftist, progressive, but only if they're black or white. But right Republicans, never, right? So what I'm saying is, there's the problem, and there's not like a discussion who's in the wrong and right. Corey's gonna go at whoever, but this dude Anton, that's his objective. That's it. That's what he goes at. That's what he's known for. Right. And just like you got your typical ones that do the same thing. But as far as one thing I got a question for you. You ready? All right. So regardless of what, women should be respected, right? No matter what color, right? I'm Hispanic, but I respect everybody, right? Every woman, no matter what, whoever's rights it is, right? But I had a question. Have you ever heard Charlemagne back in the day?
Sure.
What did you say?
Have you seen the things he said against black women?
Yes.
He has said the worst type of shit about black women that I don't think I've ever heard the worst racist person said. And he has never apologized. He's gotten a little mama. He said he's called black women black bees. He's called white women white. What was he saying?
He definitely apologized for this.
No, he hasn't.
No, he
Never.
But,
he
but I'm
hasn't.
saying,
What is your overall point as a
yeah, go
Hispanic?
ahead.
My
Go ahead.
point
continue.
is that we got to hold people accountable no matter who it is. If we're going to have that energy with everybody, I'm a progressive, right? I hold people against if they're whoever they are, black, brown, whatever. You got to hold people accountable. What you cannot talk and then not do it on certain people, right?
Oh,
So Charlamagne's been saying some of the wildest shit, and not about browns, not about. He said it specifically about black people.
Let me ask you a question. Where are you from?
Bay Area.
Bay Area. Do you think black people deserve reparations for the translated
they should. If they promise,
I'm asking
acre in the
you.
mule.
No, I'm
asking.
Yes. I'm asking you.
100%. 100%. Yes.
Okay, so cash at me reparations right now.
Oh, shit.
Me?
Yes, you.
No, send it to me.
Oh,
You benefit.
I'm
gonna tell you why, right? You benefit off everything that black people in this country have billed for free.
Bro, I thought you were smarter than that. Did I promise you anything? The government promised black people.
I'm saying so then again, you can separate when you owe somebody and when somebody else owes somebody, even though you benefit.
This is a problem, bro. This is a problem.
Hold on,
you gotta be logically correct.
I'm not. This is correct. So when you you are being ridiculous when you're comparing it. It's not just about women. There is a racial overtone. And if you're ignoring it, then you don't get the point. So that's why I just asked
black
you.
Women are the worst. Black women get the worst.
Just listen.
That's the
when
thing.
you brought
so
Charlamagne's name into this, when this is a clear overtone conversation, not just sexism.
Don't defend them, bro. Come on.
It's not about nobody else. I'm telling you specifically, we're talking about one thing. But if you do want to group it together, being that you benefit off of how black people were mistreating this country, cash at me reparations.
So you know how I can do it? You know how I can do my part? You want me to tell you how you're wrong?
No, I'm telling you how you can do your part. Just listen. Just listen. You were just saying you felt. Just listen. You were saying Charlamagne. You was bringing up Charlamagne when we're talking about this specific thing with this white man, not just sexist, but he was also being racist, right? You just were saying that, and you felt like it was the same. So you benefiting off the same things that black people suffer for. Send me reparations.
As far as which white man? What are you talking about?
This country that you live in right now.
Yes.
You know it's mistreated black people for 400 plus years.
100%.
So then send me reparations. Why would you not be apologetic as an American?
Okay, let me explain to you, I don't know if you're not in the right mindset, but let me explain to you what I can do as a progressive and what I would do, no matter whenever it is. I will vote for fucking black people to get reparations. That's how you do it.
No.
That's how you do it, bro. You telling me we're getting reparations. That's stupid. That's ignorant.
So it's not ignorant. It's very informed.
Bro, I thought you were smarter than that, but you can't have a logical conversation.
My question is,
you're telling me to send you money. How does that make sense? Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, it's very disrespectful what you are attempting to do. One, bringing up the idea, I thought you were smarter than this, is a very condescending thing to say. He's is pretty intelligent. To send him money. Sir, please stop talking while I'm trying to explain something to you. You have to listen as much as you talk. What he's saying does make a lot of sense, but you don't understand it because you're being combative in your response. He's not saying that you actually do.
I'm not getting paid by Charlamagne.
Listen with your ears and close.
You guys are
He's not saying that you actually do owe reparations. He's saying the same way that you're able to identify and separate based on your race, he's asking you to transpose that over to the original argument. And you're missing that point because you keep talking. And that's very rude to call and take up time as if you're trying to be on the same page, but you don't want to listen. You only want to talk.
What I got from it was this, right? You came in here talking about.
How much did you want me to send them?
Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second. You came in
here talking about. See how he missed the point twice?
He won't listen. You came in here talking about Corey and Anton.
Hold on.
This is a form. No, this is interesting. This is a new
We'll
form
try
of
this Monday, big dog. No, chill. We'll try this Monday. We'll try this Monday so we don't get caught up. I don't want to say
this question.
No. I got you. Let's double back. Let's double back Monday on it, big dog.
It is disrespectful.
Shout out to homie. I didn't want to just click. I
No,
try
ain't nobody
not to
gonna
just
crash
hang up
out
on
with him,
people.
but it's interesting how people can disrespect and not
Last
catch
call. Hold
I
on.
ain't trying to hear nothing y'all got to say. Like, y'all ain't about to change his mind.
it.
Go ahead. Hello?
Much love, Glasses.
Much love, my dog.
Man, I want to talk about the Corey Holcomb, Anton. I want to talk about the other side though.
Go ahead. I'm listening
Now,
to you.
and I want to say thank you for the Aiden Ross situation too, Mommy and Nipsey, because of the substance.
All love.
Now, bro come from Detroit. Him and his bodyguard and his girl fly to California. He walks in Corey's house, don't wipe his feet, sit on the couch across from Corey. They already sized each other up. You can tell. It was already on from the start. You can tell. Corey started going there. No matter what Anton said about the black thing, I'm going to skip that. What I do respect is that he got up and said, let's go outside in the back. Nobody money could have got fucked up right there. Cut the camera off. And then as gentlemen, as black men, because both of them black, as black men, run the fade, come on back in, cut the camera back on, and then dialogue, and then maybe some respect could have been gained from both sides. But it seemed like, from what I've been hearing today, is that it's kind of being tap danced around. Bro got marked out, bro. It wasn't, when he said suck the dick thing, reflexes, just reflexes. But we're gonna run it past that though. Then he told the young lady, I don't know who the young lady is that was on the panel, told her to move. She got out the way. He sat down and he said, say it again. Bro, you don't gotta say it again. He said it. It's like saying fuck you or fuck your mama. He said it. Don't say it again. He said it. He in your house. Then he got up after all that, after the apology, because he wanted to keep dialoguing his business. After the apology, he stood up, bro, and said, "Nah, we can take it in the back." Bro kept sitting down. We can put the culture in it. Gangster, gang banging, black man, black woman, this, that, and the third. As a man with a spinal cord, bro, something was supposed to be resolved right there that day, other than what we seen. So I don't know if Anton was being misrepresented, or somebody think of him as a mark or a liberal, whatever. I don't know. I don't follow either one of them, but I have seen both shows. But to me, because I don't have a dog in the fight, but me on the outside looking in, it seemed like Cuz got marked out. He might be the homie or something, I don't know, or he might represent something that we might think that we should stand behind, like you with the Aiden Ross thing. I doubt it. From what I've seen with my visuals, because got marked out, and I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna say I got much love and respect for you, big bro. I fuck with your big homie gangster, and I want to say, man, y'all keep doing your thing, and shout out to all the real black people, to all the real Hispanics, and everybody else that is real. I want to say that, and I'll leave it right there, big homeboy.
Much love, brother. I appreciate you calling in. This is the last call, man. Yo. Okay, cool.
I like the call part. I see y'all stepping up y'all production.
Last call.
Turn that ringer off, man.
Yo.
Hey, Glasses, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, big dog.
What's going on? This is G973. I've been on a couple of your spaces.
What's the
on
deal,
Twitter.
Brody? I know you is. What's up with you, dog?
Yes, sir. What's going on? I appreciate you having this talk, man. At the end of the day, like, you know, the patience, you know what I mean? Because this is a real sensitive discussion. I feel like you get at the crux of like the black struggle and shit in this country. It ain't just no hip hop shit. This shit go back to the Black Panthers, back to Nat Turner. Like, it's always been kind of this battle between what we stay in the game versus how we could further our culture, you feel me? How we could progress. And when you were saying, we got to be able to offer them something in terms of looking at these people and saying, yo, why do they go up to Adam 22? I also kind of feel like, there's other cultures, and not to compare us to other cultures and shit, but it could get into a cat chasing his tail kind of thing if it's like, at some point, it's got to be past like what we could do for someone monetarily. Feel me? So I just kind of wanted your thoughts.
But we just got to start there, bro. We got to start there.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not making an excuse, G, for niggas doing what they doing. Every man is grown. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to make a reasoning for why somebody feel like they could get famous and feed their kids. Like, I'm not that person. But I think if we don't have an alternative, which we've never had in this country, feel me? The same things, even when you was referencing other cultures, like if we don't have a economic spine, then we asking people to make sacrifices based off of what? Off how we feel about it? You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying when we were talking about, you know what I mean? We were talking about act. And this is what I'm telling Coach. Like, we keep believing everybody was raised this way. It feels like it's true.
I'm not believing that. Don't say that. I don't believe that.
But I'm saying, so then what would you feel he would be selling out? Like when somebody says he's a sellout, what would he be selling out? What's the value that he would be selling out? Shout out to everybody at the lunch table. What is the value that he's selling out? What's the value Flacco is selling out?
Are you saying you can't be a sellout if you never sold in?
I mean, you never had it. What did they have?
Yeah.
And this is no defense for them. Like, my problem is, and I just said this, bro. You thought they had in because they was talking about us. That's the truth. You thought they had in because they was talking about us. It's the only reason you thought they had in, and you followed them because they was talking about us.
Stock that they never had too. That's the
they
thing.
never had this. They was never us. They was always somebody talking about us. That's it. They never had nothing. How could they sell out something that they don't even understand? Blackness ain't just your skin. It really ain't your skin at all.
Right.
So again, if somebody is not raised in this, then what are you talking about? Like, what are they talking about? If you're not raised to understand why these things matter, then what else would we be talking about? Like, what else are we talking about? And so again, there was never no thing. Joey, niggas didn't sit with them at first. Niggas didn't sit with them at first.
Them who?
Academics covered what was happening in Chicago without nobody sitting next to him. Because he was talking about us, it blew him up. He was talking about the us versions of us in Chicago, it blew him up because he was talking about us. What loyalty do you think he got to us if that's how he blew up?
Exactly.
He's no different than the news. He's no different than anybody else. You keep seeing this, right? You keep seeing this right here, right? You keep seeing that, and you think that means you all this on the inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, it's one of those things. And shout out to the aircraft carrier. He makes a great point. Jamaica got street urban culture. He's not from Jamaica street urban culture. He came from an affluent community there to a rural affluent community here. And what the fuck part of this you think he gonna get? This ain't natural. This ain't natural. My problem is, and I keep saying this, and it's a confusion because I understand what's going on, and I'm giving y'all, here's the facts. Part 2, every last person he did that to should have had a problem. They should have kicked the shit out of him. And because them niggas played like they was us, the niggas that is us should have kicked the shit out of him for disrespecting them. I was saying this last time.
Shit,
like,
I said the same thing. I felt that way about TDE. I ain't gonna lie. I felt that way about.
For sure, Dave should have kicked the shit out of him.
Exactly. Yeah, I was saying that.
Dave should have kicked, and Dave 10 years ago, 12 years ago would have kicked the shit out of him. But the problem is, when you get some money and then you assimilate into success. And I'm not blaming Dave, bro.
I do agree.
Dave has these whole stadiums. Dave is booking stadiums.
You got shit on the line.
Internationally, Dave is organizing a concert and booking stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
And we're saying, hey, defend us, defend your friend. And he like, and I'm sure because I know Dave. Dave is on all the timing, bro. All the time. Always have been. He been a young, wild nigga since I met him. He gonna do his thing. Same for Doc. They're booking a stadium. They're booking a stadium. And I'm like, man, you need to kick the shit out of this dude because of this. That shit sound crazy.
Yo, you see a man, Willis just pulled up on me.
I was mad
Willis, what's up, dog? Hey, homeboy.
I'm trying to speak.
What's the deal?
Hi, winners.
What's down? What's down with it?
What's down?
I like that LA coat you got on.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna switch the sound so he can hear you.
I got you, G. I'm on you, brother. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
I got you, G. My bad. I hit you once I'm done. But again, I'm not defending anybody. If y'all feel like y'all want to hold homie accountable, y'all supposed to press y'all line. My genuine take for these people, like, first off, I'm not bringing up Ack or Flocka when I'm talking about. I'm not bringing up Ack or Flock when I'm talking about Aiden or somebody else.
Right.
There's an immediate difference immediately. And if you don't get it, I think that's fine. I'm not mad at you for not getting it. I can see the difference. Now, I'm not saying the behavior is not familiar, but one is rooted in something completely different. Completely different. And I'm not mad if you don't see it that way. But again, I think the biggest disservice was when he called Meek Mill out his name. And Meek Mill didn't fight him. Meek Mill didn't kick the shit out of him. I think the disservice is when he was calling Lil Baby out his name. I think the disservice is when Vic had him in there and didn't actually give him the fade that he deserved. That's consequence. And because he's not receiving consequence, right? They're not receiving consequence. They go around and cause havoc. That's not what empowers a person like that man that was talking shit about Doechii. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And I'm sorry if they hurt your feelings the same, cuz, but they not the same thing. They are not. So again, when I'm telling y'all about Act, I'm not defending Act. Act don't need ain't none of y'all fucking put your hands on him. Y'all ain't did shit. He don't need my defense. Y'all ain't did nothing. Because if he called me 100 bitches, I'd have been on him like a silk quilt.
That's a good line. That's a bar right there. Silk quilt.
I'd have been on him like that. If he called me 100 bitches and how you been talking to all of your favorite rappers, all y'all favorite rappers, and call them out their name, he'd have to see me. I'd have made it my business. That's their fault. The streets are disappointing those people.
I love the way that you feel like you're just able to put hands on anybody that, and I'm saying they don't even come out the house. They don't even come out the house. They stay in there.
Man, them dudes is seeing this dude and drinking with this dude. Stop with the bullshit.
Well, they doing all that. That's crazy.
He not out here like me. He not gonna put himself in danger like me. No, but he drinking. He had concerts. He chilling.
Okay, well, he can get touched.
Check this out, bro. Man, niggas could have been got on him. Could have been asking for his fade. Hey, I need that. Run that fade. I need that. Whatever it take, run that fade. If it don't mean nothing, it don't. But that's the problem. The fact that everybody that he disrespected is different. And when people say skin color is the difference, we black, bro. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here with that all lives matter shit, this ain't the space for you. This ain't the space for you. If you can't understand how black people been treating this country and you acting like this ain't a different circumstances, you should not be here. You should take your ass to No Jumper. This ain't the place for you to be. If you don't see what's going on with black people in this country, if you keep not seeing this shit and that's your genuine perspective, get your ass away from me. If you think what that motherfucking white man is doing compared to what Charlamagne is anything the same, you should not be here. This is not your space, bro. You are fucking racist and you don't get it. You are part of the problem. I'm not mad at you for thinking that way. I'm saying, but you should not be following somebody that believes in blackness and how black people were treated. If you understand historically and systemically how black people was treated in this country, and then I'm talking to you and you bring up Charlemagne, and then you got something to do it as if because we make money together, you think I will let something happen? Ask Charlemagne himself, is that my character?
That's why I understand. I understand how you went from the Corey Holcomb shit to bringing up Charlemagne though. That's what kind
because
of
that was his
It
whole
wasn't- it
point.
wasn't
His
the
whole
Corey
point was
Holcomb.
trying to put, like, people do this thing. It's called appeal to hypocrisy. It's a fallacy. People do this thing where they like, oh, you're making a good point. You're getting attention. People are starting to follow what you're saying. So I want to attempt to make you look like a hypocrite. That's why I said, like, what he was doing was, it was disrespect. It was like, oh, he think he hella smart. Come on, you supposed to be smarter than that. Why you didn't say nothing to Charlemagne? It's really stupid. And it really, what it does is it takes your eye off the ball so you can go fight over here. Can't remember who that was, but she said one of the main, I think it might have been Toni Morrison, like one of the main things with racism is it tires you out. You go fight over here for 12 hours and you miss the whole plot of what's happening over here. So that's kind of what that is, like a bait and switch. Oh, let's argue about this. No, let's get back to the point of what the fuck we was actually talking about. Instead of this bullshit you was talking about.
And then I give him a comparable, right? I give him a comparable that he's not recognizing as a comparable. It's
At
like
all.
you on me reparations.
Yeah, he realized that should be incorrect, but he didn't realize that it was being used as a mechanism for you to say, see, you see how you were able to separate the two? That's the same thing I'm doing, separating the two. But in his mind, he like, oh, I got him now. He begging me for money.
So
Like,
I'm
bro,
not
you missed
upset.
the whole
And I'm
motherfucking
not
point.
upset.
Stupid.
It's just silly. So again, I get it. I know how frustrating it is to deal with academics' behavior or Flacco's behavior if you're a fan, right? I get it, especially if you're a fan of Kendrick. If you're a fan of a lot of people, I get it, right? I totally understand it. But you got to understand what's separated from a white man doing something. And if you don't understand what makes it different, this is not the place for you. Pull back your subscriber. Go subscribe to other. No, don't argue with me when I'm telling these people something. I mean what I'm saying. Unsubscribe. Go to No Jumper. If you feel like, if that's a real concept in your mind, all lives matter, if that's where you're at with it, you should not be here. You shouldn't be here. This ain't the space for you. That's not what this is. And I understand how irresponsible that idea is. Don't do that here. Like, let's stay with this honest building. I just started a whole conversation where I just said I wouldn't build content disingenuously. I wouldn't sit down with people, to me, that lack moral scruples for the sake of to have a debate. I'm not trying to argue with my homeboys. I'm not trying to argue with Coach or Trap.
Yes, he is.
I'm not.
I get what you're saying.
Just stop.
It's really a build and destroy type situation. It's old school shit, really.
Yeah, like if that was a case, bro, I can go sit down with a snitch.
Nah, we ain't
I
doing
can go sit down with Anton.
Man, we ain't doing all that.
I'm saying if I want to create a place where I'm just arguing with people, I can go sit down with people where we have completely different lifestyles and just argue all day. I can go sit down with a racist KKK member. Let me sit down with you and talk to you.
Hey,
Tell me why you don't like niggas.
We really need to get a camera and go on a day in the life of Glasses and see how much arguing he does a day.
Again,
as a person who argues a lot, I'm tired of people making it like it's just this super negative thing, like I'm antagonistic. That's not really what. I know you wasn't talking about me, but
No, I'm definitely not talking about you. But I could honestly that's why I come across when I say Glasses argues a lot too.
It sounds like it's like, oh, you nitpicking
not
or
even
nagging.
I think Glasses wants to get his point across.
Or at least we get a hard point.
Just feels like he's always right. That's all it is right there. He feels like he's always right because he does his research on things though. So he feels like he stands on what he knows. If he knows about something, then he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna go back and forth with you about it.
Are you open to your mind being changed?
Sure. All the time.
Not really.
Most of the time we agree. Like me and Coach argue about LeBron, right? That's 90% of our
trying to argue
arguments.
now.
Right? No, but I'm saying that's 90% of our arguments. And I tell him
About
I
LeBron.
agree. He's the greatest
I
small
didn't
forward
have
of all
breakfast
time.
today. That's why.
No, Winners is a LeBron fan too now, bro.
But I'm saying once I agree with people and I say, hey, this is what I think as well. It's like
I love it.
I get it. If I'm not kissing Bron ass, then I don't fuck with it.
Did you kiss Kobe ass?
No.
Did you kiss Magic
He shot
Johnson
the
ass?
goddamn ball too much.
Magic.
Hell no.
Magic
He didn't play no motherfucking defense.
Magic ain't playing no defense?
On a condom.
Did I just hear Kobe slander?
That was crazy right there.
No, there's no Kobe slander, but
I
it's
saw
okay
Kobe
to critique.
play.
It's okay to critique.
Did you
all the
slander
greatest people in
Dennis
history.
Rodman? Did you slander
I
Dennis
saw
Rodman?
Kobe play.
Yes,
The
I hated Dennis
Lakers
Rodman.
was
He was a bad
losing.
boy Piston, and I'm a Showtime Laker.
The Lakers were losing, and Kobe hit the game-winning shot. It was
said-
the
you
most
said touchdown.
miraculous shit I ever
Touchdown.
saw.
You
It
said
was
Shout out,
We never seen LeBron play then, huh?
never.
Okay.
shout out to
But I
Nick
have seen Steph
Bags.
Curry play.
You got, look at
Nick,
LeBron
what up?
play.
Thank you for the $5. Wes always been different. You one of one. One of ours, one of us gonna get at you. Salute. Oh yeah, you get at one of ours, one of us gonna get at you. That part.
That's fire.
Shout out to is it Carlisle? Thank you for the $20. Thanks for all you're doing. I, for one, appreciate it. I'm glad it means something to somebody because everybody, shit. Shout out to Sharice. Thank you for the $10. Sharice, what's the deal? That's my hidden. Sharice is our hidden. She's our hidden moderator. I think she just don't want to be here every week. And shit. She's like, I ain't finna take that job. Sharice be on everybody with the like. Click that like button. Shout out to Sharice. What it do, lunch table? Hit that motherfucking like button. Y'all heard her. Shout out to Lil Bitty. Thank you for the $10. Protect your integrity. Don't sell your soul for money. We got to stop allowing people to make us look crazy. Thanks for the $10. Lil Bitty, I wish.
Little Bitty.
They gonna make us look crazy. That's what they is gonna do.
That sound like a Mario Kart car.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to all the party promoters that have MLK Jr. face on their party flyers. May God bless y'all with something filled with pus and incurable.
That ain't shit. If somebody doing that, that's crazy, V.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $2. Jesus looked more like Nip than Captain America.
He's on fire. Let's go.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. A gay vampire is a wild take, G. Take sucking dick to a whole new level.
Hold on,
I'm saying Playboy Cardi and them is gay vampires. That's their movement. Not like I'm saying he's gay. I'm saying their movement is they look like gay vampires.
The majority of vampires are gay.
Yeah.
Where did y'all get that from?
Vampires are
If you
gay?
don't look at vampire stuff, they're all gay.
I never in
I
my
never
life
seen a
thought
gay
of-
vampire.
If I was a vampire, I wouldn't even take blood from a dude.
Now,
all dudes
they
are safe.
That
Hate the
moonlight,
blood.
what that shit was called?
No,
Them niggas was gay in
fuck
the
that.
Moonlight
Kill them
shit?
dudes too. You
Nah,
only
yeah,
want to
like
kill
that.
them.
Nope. But then you put in my
all
mouth.
vampires are gay.
No.
I don't think
Never
y'all
even
got
thought
no
about
facts. I
sex
can't
and
even
vampires.
think
No.
about like who is one gay vampire.
So
I
if
don't
you-
know one.
If you go in the alley,
Count
and see another
Dracula
man
maybe, though.
sucking another man's neck.
Count Dracula?
Well, no, Count Dracula ain't no.
Like from Sesame
No,
Street?
he's not
Is he a
gay.
vampire?
Oh, he's
Sesame
for
Street
sure
dude?
gay. Count Dracula's for sure.
Von
Dracula is
peanut
not
butter
gay.
Yeah, he
sandwich.
can suck dude's blood.
The one with the
No.
cereal?
Suck dude's blood.
Okay, I get the concept of biting on somebody's neck, coach, but I don't think it's the same.
No, he not biting on
Nah,
their
if you
neck.
bite on a dude's neck,
Sucking
that
them.
might be kind of pause right there, B.
Sucking their neck.
Yeah, if you doing
But
No,
y'all
he's
would be
draining
pausing
it
a
of the-
vampire
No,
in the
no,
city is crazy.
No.
I don't think all vampires.
Pause. Don't do that.
All
Bro.
vampires are not gay. Like, if
So
you
where
a
would a
vamp-
vampire need to? I'm sorry, L.
No, go ahead, because this is just hilariously funny. I
Yeah.
never thought
What
about
is
it before.
going on, bro?
If a vampire feeds on a man, that sounded crazy.
Yeah, that is
You
pause.
hear-
That's
you-
pause.
you-
That's
you
pause.
feeling
That's
that.
pause.
You
That's
working
I don't
on it
agree, but I'm trying to find the
With
language
all
to
these
where
women
you
out
can
here,
make it a double.
you gonna bite a man?
on
Nah,
that, man.
come
You
on.
said
That's pause.
But that mean all the bitches supposed to get killed by vampires?
All of them. And
Sound like
then the bitch
sexism
supposed
to
kill
me.
the
Yeah,
dude.
it sound like
Shout out
you
to
trying to
K-Way.
make it gay
Thank
so
you for
we
the
can die.
$5.
You trying to make it gay so we
He's
can
biting
get.
on, don't bite on no dude's neck, yo. Come on,
You
that's
be a
pause.
racist.
Busting a grape in a fruit fight is now a hate
I'm
crime.
only
G, be
drinking blood from
careful.
whites.
Oh wow.
Shout out
K-Way
to
got it.
K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Women say SMD need to take that shit to Thailand.
Wow.
That's great. That's actually
Comedian.
Wow.
Hey, K-Way, you need to write for a television show.
That's actually
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $2. Bisexual men are selfish. Pick a side.
Thank you. I agree with K-Way.
Wow.
Greedy. Those is greedy
He's
men.
on
right there.
fire.
They want it all.
I think a bisexual man is a gay man.
No, he's gay.
Gay
but
man.
he's a
Ain't
greedy gay.
no that's gay man.
Greedy gays is what I
There
call
are
it.
gay men who don't want to have sex with women. That's the difference between a bisexual.
Oh, boy, this is
and a
no
Women,
pause
they
right
not
now,
gonna do
man. What
this.
y'all talking about?
Shout out
Get
to
out here,
Prada
man.
Mango. Thank
There's
you
a
for
lot
the
of gay men who don't
$10.
wanna have sex with
Bro, can we get a call in? Y'all just did. Y'all done ran me low.
Man, this is low.
Shout out to Jordan Suarez. What up, my boy? Thank you for the $20. First time super chatting. Love the podcast. Is there a reason why people always say Doshi said straight black men? Because she only said straight men. And I just rewatched the check. This is an example of media word manipulation.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think that's kind of the point. I guess it could have a racial overtone, but I don't think that was a point. I think she meant all of men, black, white. I think that was the idea.
I think it matters
that's
if she
fair.
didn't say straight. If she didn't say black men and people are quoting her saying straight black men,
Sure.
that
Straight men.
matters. Yeah,
Sure,
that
straight
matters.
men.
Yeah, she didn't.
No, she did not say straight black men.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah, she did not say that.
No, she didn't say straight black men. Shout out to Corey Wallace. Thank you for the $10. This entire situation of group blackness is what Kendrick was talking about in TV Off. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that will really step, but it's not enough. Hey, you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Good looking out, Corey. It's a good point.
Corey, what up?
Shout out to Sharice. Thank you for the $5. Doechii song Denial is a river took off. That was what the red flag joke was referring to. Her ex, a straight male, cheated and ended up being gay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really care. Who cares? That's her business. I don't care. Forgive me if I just didn't care.
No, I think your point stands that even if she do say something problematic, it don't change the fact that she deserved to be protected by the squad. I don't think that changes that.
But
But
saying,
separately, remember you said you were on a podcast
Exactly.
and the guys were talking about how they were bothered by it.
Yeah.
It is kind of
That was yesterday, right? You talking about yesterday?
Yeah. But my thing is, and this is what I was telling the dudes at Viral, where I'm like, this is not the time for that.
Facts.
Like, not in this time. Like, y'all were talking about it when it happened, they explained to me, and y'all could talk about it in the month. But this moment, let's make sure people know that we're not going to allow you guys to mistreat a black woman in front of us.
Facts.
Like, under no circumstances. So, to me, that's not the time to start talking politics, or even if it's a person that's a sellout. Like I said, like what people call Candace Owens, or let's say Stacey Dash, or anybody who you don't agree with their politics.
Right. Or you think they ain't black in the right way.
If they if
It's
white
blacking.
folks start kicking their ass in front of you, it's a slight to you.
Stacey Dash hurt too. She opened her mouth
It's
and
a
started
slight
talking.
to you.
I was like, ugh.
So I never really
when
cared. I
Kendall
never
beat
really
Mr.
cared to
Dead,
get
like,
into Sharice why she felt that way. I mean, it didn't matter to me. That's her cross the bear. She'll be okay. Whatever it is, she'll figure it out. But shout out to all the people that want to educate her on their beliefs and how they think, she should conduct her life. That's y'all business. I'm just saying I'm not gonna let people do that in front of me. Whatever y'all do in front of y'all is different.
Yeah, I do want to double down though. I like the idea of calling people in instead of pushing them out the circle, but I do think there is you got to walk a fine line on how you do it, because there are some people who are maybe too far gone. But
you might call them in to cut their throat.
True.
But you can't let nobody else cut their throat.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? If you let somebody else mistreat them, y'all look bad as a group. Because the rest of the world gonna know. And you can't be explaining that your homie look bad, because then they gonna wonder why you never did nothing to the person in the first place.
Yep. And
So-
I also agree with the because I wanted to reference, I think that was a 3K line when you say you gotta give them something else to do.
Yeah.
Or we should, or it would be advantageous of us to put a replacement system in place where it's like, hey man, you ain't gotta go do that. We got this over here, instead of trying to shame, force, punk, bully, push a
Yeah.
person out. It could just, a person can make that choice by themselves. A person could walk that way on their own.
You don't shame them out. You shame them in.
You know
Shame
what's
'em in.
funny with AD,
Shaman,
right?
Shame him in.
One thing about AD, bro, is I always tell him how valuable he is. I hate that him and Pun don't kind of say that, or T-Rail. They don't really say that. Like, if you listen to the homies talk, you would think like I'm just always tripping on them. Like I'm always punching down on them or, talking down on them. And I'm always talking up on them. I'm always telling them how valuable they are and how much this culture mean and being official members and people that understand. I always speak life into them. Same for Kendrick or same for any of my homies. Problem. I always speak life into them. Trap, coach. And it's the things that I genuinely believe, so I can always say it honestly. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's who I am as a person. I don't really focus on what you don't do well. I focus on what you do great as your true strength, if that's where I'm trying to push you to.
Yeah,
So
lift you to.
I tell AD all the time how valuable he is as this cultural phenomenon and his ability to talk. But I also make sure he understands you don't just get the ability to represent yourself. And I know it's not fair. I feel bad for all the Black people that truly feel the true weight, you know what I'm saying, of this cultural burden that we call hip hop or the street urban culture we grew up in. It is heavy. And if you're not used to walking with it, it feel like it's going to crush you. And I know it because AD just sometimes want to be himself. He just don't want to have to think about what I would think or what, his older homie Suicide would think or what, Hove or what Pun or what Problem. Sometimes he wants to just think for himself. And it sucks. I get it. And I feel bad for everybody at the lunch table that when you go through this, you know what I mean? It's like Kendrick. I remember Kendrick was going through it and it sucks and it's hard. But it's like, bro, it is the greatest and most rewarding thing you could ever do. And you will reap the greatest rewards possible. And Kendrick is living proof of it. He's living proof of reaping the greatest reward possible. People think that battle wasn't hard on him. Man, that battle take a lot out of you. The way you got to read people talking about you, your family, all kind of stuff. It ain't just stadiums and dollars. Like this comes with pain and burden and agony and people saying stuff and everybody feeling some kind of way and people mad at you. And bro, this ain't easy. But look, we all got to walk it because we're walking it for somebody else. And thank God, in the meantime, every now and then, we can make a couple dollars to do some cool stuff.
And thank God for the people who walked it before us to put us on this plateau, this level to be able to push higher. Because we all building on top of our ancestors.
Shoulders, yep. Shout out to Natasha. Natasha, what's the deal? Thank you for the $50 check dollars. I hope you're feeling better. I am a 46-year-old white woman from South Africa, and I love my Black, white, and colored men, which I date. I love my community. Well, go on, Natasha, get you some.
Yeah, Tasha. Yeah, Tasha.
She from South Africa, but she lives in Czech.
Here go L. Here go L.
She don't like y'all, but she like the men.
She sent you $50 and said,
50
I like all type of niggas.
She like, I love all you. We love you too. They
heard you,
loving everybody.
Heard
loving
you,
the men.
Heard you.
Shout out to Mark. Thank you for the $10. Not about the bag. Saying he's supposed to swing is immature. At almost 60, Corey tried to maintain control of the environment, processed the disrespect, checked it, and tried to keep the show going. Bro, what are y'all talking about?
Control of the environment is not having them there at all. And I don't know why that's so hard for people to grasp. Like, because it's almost like you ever go to a carnival and they got them dumbass games there. Like, all you got to do is get the ball into this hole. No, this is rigged so that ball is going to bounce out of that hole. That shit look good and easy. It's a fucking setup. So being smart enough to
sometimes though.
I got it in one time too. I ain't gonna lie. You got to bounce it off the back. You got to bounce it off the back wall. Sometimes you could trick the system.
Strategy.
Yeah, you gotta have a strategy, but that doesn't change the fact.
Elle not telling you she was $50 down already.
No, yeah, it wasn't my money though.
One of the jump shot shit. Like, yo, goddamn,
you gotta bounce it off the back. If you try to get it in there, it's gonna bounce off. You gotta bounce off the back wall and then fall in there. But the point is, it's a setup in the first place. So sometimes being smart enough to not even participate is the win. Just like some people say that about gambling. Like I got a friend, my friend Dawu, shout out Dawu at Big Printing. He say the way you win at the casino is not gambling. So I think sometimes you're a leader and you're the smartest person. You handle it well by being like, hell no, I don't want to talk to that nigga. He ain't talking about shit. He don't really know what he's talking about. He using a bunch of rhetorical devices and a whole bunch of old school Twitter debates and who won the Twitter debate and re-saying that thing to get people to think he's right because he sounds right. Versus if you had a bunch of scholars and people who study this type of shit, they would be like, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about at all.
It just be service level, man. You wrap a seed of fact in a fruit of chaos.
Yep.
And people hold on to the seed. Oh, you know, it's funny because like Satan really would rule this world in his sleep because all you need is a couple dollars. That's all you need. The niggas is rolling. Oh man, I'm with it. You know, Satan, he ain't even that bad. He look out for everybody. He gave nigga 10,000. Like,
do you think you'll get good advice from Satan?
No, it's impossible. But again, we'll see because that's what everybody else think.
Good
Shout out to
advice.
K-Way. Thank you for the $2. SeaWorld will give you $20,000 right now, G. And I wouldn't sing that shit to Dolphins.
What song?
Good Dick. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $5. Performing Good Dick with a DJ named Head is wild work,
Who
G.
has a
I have
song
so
called
many
Good
questions.
Dick?
You might want to sing it to.
It's
Who
called,
has
the
it?
name of the song is called That
Dolphins aggressive.
Good. It's not called Good Dick.
Who has that
That good.
song? Whose
They're very
song is
great.
that?
My song.
So I guess Glasses have a song about good dick, and
A
they're
new
going to
song? It's a
perform it
new
at the
song?
Pride.
No, it's my Los Angeles classic.
Yeah, he can perform that at SeaWorld. Them Dolphins have their way with him.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the
Oh my God.
$5. Anton looked like Uncle Ruckus if Uncle Ruckus ate TD Jakes.
Oh my.
He's on fire.
TD Jakes.
Shout out to
That's
Roughhead TV. Thank you for the $5. The problem is y'all underestimate the total of lames out here. There's more lames in the streets. Most bullshit is started by lame motherfuckers.
No, that's G. G be shocked about how many lames are running around.
No, I tell him to
I
less
could-
more, nigga. There's
I
plenty of it.
genuinely give people the benefit of the doubt to be not lame.
Is
And
it
then when they
more
show me
like-
they lame, I'll believe them. I'll be like, damn, that surprised me. You lame.
Nah, don't surprise me.
I think lames are more visible than non-lames. I think that there's a lot of people that y'all don't get to see. Y'all, a lot of rooms you don't be in, a lot of people that you never run into, and I think people start thinking that they will represent the whole world.
When it comes down to it, when a person show their true colors, you gotta believe it though. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga do some lame shit, it's like, all right, you a lame, bro. And don't take it off of him. Put that, smack that shit on his back. Let him wear it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Scarlet letter trap. You know, gotta put it on your
Smack
forehead.
that shit on his back for sure.
I said smack on his back. That's it.
Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for the $50 check Glasses. I am just listening to learn, educate myself on all these topics for my own growth and accountability. That's why we're
great.
here.
That's great. That's great, Natasha.
We're here to share
That's
this
great,
information.
Tasha.
Growth and development. Let's
Tasha,
talk about growth and development going on.
Shout out to Rough End TV. Thank you for the $5. Neither one wanted to fight. Let's take it outside and say it again. Our lame tactics, hoping the other party won't escalate the situation. I definitely agree with that. Well, I'll tell you one thing. In Anton's defense, it shouldn't have been a fight to the very end. Anton never had a reason to hit Corey until he said, man, you sound like a bitch. That's a fight. But that was when he got up and left. He was like, I'm going home.
No, I disagree with that.
What was the most disrespectful thing Corey
When
said to him?
Corey asked homegirl to move her seat and got in his personal space.
That was it.
That's it, bro. You can't get this
That was
close
it.
to me as no man.
Yeah,
and
but-
you
but-
aggressively talking to me.
But if I'm marking
Say it
you
again.
out and you just get in my face and I continue to mark you out,
Can't get in my face.
And then you don't do nothing.
I don't care if you get in my face or not.
Can't
If
get
I'm
in my
marking you
face.
out,
Can't get in my face.
Supposed to smack them with the microphone.
Can't get in my
if
face.
I'm
could've
marking you
bopped
out,
him.
you get in my face, and then I'm gonna just mark you out in your face.
Like
which kind of make it worse.
Yeah, because that's what he said.
It added the
No.
explanation.
He
He's
got
like,
it
nigga, I don't give a fuck what you saying, nigga. Nigga, fuck what you talking about in my face.
No, he got
I
it
still
to his
feel like
comfort zone, B. He got
Corey
it to
got
his
at the
comfort
worst
zone.
end of that shit.
That's it.
I
You know what I'm
do,
saying,
I
Coach?
get what y'all saying.
The
Like,
circle,
when,
the circle
Hey.
around you, there. Nigga get into that
Dude.
circle, start talking aggressive.
Yes.
Kinda,
Yes,
you know what I'm
Trap.
saying?
Look at this, bro.
That's it.
Look
are we
at
still
this.
doing the best bar from
Look
Nevada?
at this exchange.
I don't think
And
so.
Darlene got her
Yeah,
ass in the way.
time.
Corey,
Shoot you.
I don't
Ain't nobody
suck
gonna tell
dick.
you to,
I
yeah,
don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
Yes,
I don't
you do.
suck
You
dick.
doing-
homie.
you
He
doing
told
it.
him multiple times. Let me go it
yeah,
again.
you do is crazy.
No, you
right now.
talking
No, you
loud,
talking loud.
and you still talking around.
What you
What did
trying
the
to do-
Caucasian male
what
do
you
to
trying to do-
America
I'm not-
to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You
I'm not
dancing
getting into
around it,
No,
and that's
not.
why I lose respect
not
for you
getting into
when
that.
you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an
Corey,
ass kisser
Corey,
of
don't-
nobody.
Yes, you
I
are.
don't talk about other
You
Christians.
suck the dick of
Will you
black people right now.
Christian males.
You doing the easy shit.
Look at his
What
face.
you do? Let me
You
tell
think
you
it-
what
Look at his
you do.
face.
Nah,
Ain't
let me
nobody
tell
gonna
you
tell you
something.
ain't
I
nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't
suck
nobody gonna
dick.
tell you to-
I
Yeah,
don't
you do.
suck
Yeah,
dick.
you do.
So
You
fix
doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick,
You
homie.
doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's switch
energy you give me.
seats. Let's switch seats.
Let's
Switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do
Hold up. See, no, coach, the nigga got closer. When a nigga start
this
coming
shot is
into his
crazy.
personal space, thanks, Coach. When a nigga came into his personal space, the nigga Anton scooted closer.
This is outrageous.
Look at this.
I
Look
didn't
at
see
this,
that.
Coach.
Look, yeah, you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
You
dick,
doing,
homie.
you doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch it.
Let's switch
I like
it.
that right there.
Hold it, hold it.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
Woo! And then he backed him out of his personal space. Tell him he don't give a fuck what he talking about. Okay, this might be content. This might be fake.
You think it was
I'ma
fake?
tell you
Hold
why
on,
this
hold
is
on, hold on.
fake.
I thought that. It
I'ma
went through my
tell you
mind.
why this
Hold on,
is
Glasses.
fake.
It went through my mind though too. I said, yo, but y'all niggas
Either
don't
he
understand.
fake or Anton ain't never in life been in a fight.
Look at how Corey
got
sat
too close.
down though.
You got too
It's
close
not
for
to
him.
sit down for
No,
me.
I'm talking about.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch it.
He's standing over him.
I don't do no dick sucking
I wouldn't
shit.
do none of. See, the problem is I wouldn't let a man just come stand over me
Exactly,
because
that's
I'm
what I'm
thinking he's
saying.
gonna punch down at me. Okay, they might be lying. It might be fake. Okay, it might be fake.
But maybe Anton does.
No,
Because you know when
it's
you
not
stand
fake.
up with a fight, that's when
Nah.
it's time to
Fake.
fight. So I
It's
feel like
not
he
fake,
purposely
bro.
didn't stand up.
Neither
Might be
one of them
content.
niggas got fighting in them. No, that shit ain't fake.
Nah, but I don't
wanna
care.
do-
Your
no.
natural reflex of somebody standing
Would've
over
been-
you.
would've been like
If
this.
you've been in a
Cool,
fight or
bro.
two,
Can't.
you kind of like,
But you
nah, because
saying-
you know
Yeah,
that could go.
can't.
No,
Imagine
you
if he
saying
punches
your
down
natural
on him.
reflex.
He's nothing he could do but just eat every punch. It's got to be content.
Trap.
You
This-
saying your natural reflex,
Trap.
not everybody's natural.
What up, coach?
Look, me, I'm a trained fighter. Like I've been training how to box for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
That changes the fight. If I let him come stand over him, that all my training out the window now.
Man,
Like I can't box you if you standing over me like this, and it ain't no way I let another man walk over me,
Yeah.
and it ain't no way. As soon as he
Either-
start getting approaching,
either-
I gotta stand up.
either
now. Like, okay.
Anton never been in a fight like he never
Or
been
he
in this
didn't believe he was
circumstance,
gonna
or
hit
it's
him.
content. It's one or the other.
Or Anton was gambling
No.
on the fact that you didn't went through this shit with this lawsuit
Nah.
before. I do not believe.
Nah, I don't believe that's it. That's
I think
way.
He had a
Anton
law- he had a
could
law-
have
hold on,
calculated.
Hold on. Corey
I
had a
don't
law
believe this
for
nigga is going to hit me.
hitting somebody. You said
Yeah,
Corey
he
had a-
got sued by Aries Spears. Had to cash Aries Spears
No,
out
his
a lot.
boy punched on.
His
on
boy
Eddie.
Yeah, that
punched on
wasn't
Aries
Corey who did it though.
Corey had to. It was Corey
He
show,
did
right?
sue- yeah, he did
Okay.
sue Corey.
Corey got sued for that.
Okay. All right.
But Corey
They sued
also
the
said
production
in this
company.
situation that he has money. Don't start talking that I got money for this type of
Yeah,
shit.
but
True.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's either one, Anton never been in a fight, or don't know how fighting work, or two, it was
It
content.
was content.
Because there's no way nobody that grew up anywhere else gonna let coach. You're not letting nobody stand over you
I
in a
can't.
conflict.
I can't let you.
telling
Especially
you,
after they
he-
finish just telling
He
you
went through he
something
went
that you
through
know
his
that should have got you
comfort zone.
punched.
He went into his comfort zone right there from the jump, big. Like, come on. That
No,
was it.
it's not the comfort zone.
No,
Listen,
what I'm saying was once he got up and started approaching him, you done stepped into that man comfort zone. Like he
it's
supposed
not.
to.
It's not
What
the
you
comfort,
doing, bro?
but that's not the thing. It's like, yes, forgive me, Trap. Yes, but I'm saying either it's content or Anton never been in a fight.
And
putting
it's
it on
funny
content.
because either one of them could be true. Because the way Anton was holding his fist looked like he never fought in his life. He's holding him to the side at an angle like this.
He had his thumb. He had his thumb in there.
Yeah, no, he had him like this though. He was holding him like this. Like what punch is this?
And even the posture of going outside,
Oh,
Get it.
it's like these either content, bro, or Anton never been in a fight. Because there's no way I'm gonna tell somebody something that disrespectful and then let them come stand over me.
dude, I promise you.
Not both.
When I watched that dude, the first time I watched it, I said Anton ain't never been in a fight. When soon as I saw that, because I look first. I'm sorry, Trap. This is gonna sound crazy, but I always look at a dude's knuckles. Anytime I meet him, I always look at a dude's knuckles. You
That
could
did
tell
sound
it's
crazy.
a dude been through it by his knuckles immediately. And as soon as I put up his little fucking baby fist, I was like, that shit look smooth at the baby's bottom. Boy,
Yeah,
it's like shit.
People keep talking about the security had a gun. That don't mean nothing. You can't shoot nobody in California. That don't matter. Y'all gotta stop making excuses for punk ass behavior. Oh, the bag.
You saying that's the reason? That's the reason why Corey. You saying that's the reason why Corey didn't do nothing to him because the security guard was there?
No, that's what they said at the lunch table.
I wonder if the security guard even stepped up to like just in case the shit was gonna happen.
It don't matter. Corey didn't look at it.
I know that security guard don't want to
use the security guard would have came on camera though. If it was that was content. That was content.
That might have been content. That might have been content.
Yeah.
I think y'all are
thought that, but when y'all didn't say it, I didn't. Because
I think y'all are
always think
comfortable.
everything is content.
I thought about it after the whole thing.
That was content because I never thought Corey would be in the middle of some content.
What?
I never thought Corey would be in the middle of some content like that. Not like stage, like I heard him say shit, but being in the middle of some content is crazy.
I think y'all just feel comfortable with the idea that it was content. I think y'all are trying to self-soothe.
Possibly.
Y'all trying to self-soothe the fact that y'all can't believe he didn't punch that nigga.
It's not the fact that I don't think he didn't punch him. I never thought because of that. I'm saying even Anton to let a man come stand over you without standing up. Your natural thing when somebody starts to walk over you, especially after you know you disrespected them, is to stand up.
All right.
But you also know when you stand up, that means it's time to fight.
Yeah, we might be rationalizing it.
Y'all are.
Yeah,
because I think Corey's face was genuinely surprised. Yeah. Like he would have to be like Oscar level actor to be able to act that out. The way he was like, he's a
pretty good actor.
The way he slowed it down, like I don't do that. You could tell he was trying to process what was going on.
Corey for sure clutches pearls in his mind.
Shout out to Miles. Thank you for the $2. Corey got injured months ago. He timid right now. Maybe that's something. But I still don't understand why would Anton allow him to stand up and walk over him.
And Corey ain't no little dude.
Yeah, that nigga's big as a motherfucker.
Yeah, like he ain't no little dude. You can't just come stand or hover over me.
And so he already bigger than you standing up, let alone sitting down. Like so, either Anton never been in a fight.
But let me ask you a question. All right. So now that the fight didn't happen, who was wrong in the situation though?
Anton. Well, I mean, okay.
Who was wrong?
Okay, so Corey was wrong for sitting down with somebody that didn't know they were black.
Facts.
Okay.
That's the first problem.
Okay, but okay. All right.
You have no business sitting down. That's like me sitting down with somebody who goes out their way to disrespect Crips and talk bad about black folks, and I'm gonna sit down with them.
But you said Anton was born in Detroit, right? Or
at least that's what he said.
So he said he was born in Detroit. Maybe Corey thought do we know? Did we know? Maybe he knows enough more about Anton than us.
No.
I also don't know if Corey is the person for political, historical black discussions.
But I don't think that's
is that elitist to say?
Yeah, but I don't even know if that's kind of
I felt it.
I don't know if that's the conversation.
That's not the conversation. I just wanted to add
the capacity.
No,
exactly.
She
just doubled down.
No.
The capacity. Corey doesn't have the capacity.
A person with money told me that busy can be an insult to poor people because when you have money, you have time to do whatever you want to do. But when you poor, you always running around, got to work 2 jobs and do. So he said busy could be in a way condescending to be like, nigga, you ain't got no time. You busy. But no, I wasn't saying the capacity as far as him being a dummy, but I mean, I'm not about to go argue.
I don't think we argue.
Yeah, I'm not about to go argue constitutional law with nobody. I don't got the.
Yeah, in fact, that's how I feel.
I don't got it.
People be like, Glass like to argue, nigga. I'm gonna argue about 6 things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna argue with you about nothing else.
Right, we not.
We be talking about trying to start arguing with me about the sky and the weather. Shit, I'm gonna be listening.
Geology and shit.
Niggas start arguing about street life. What? Oh, tell me about it. Coach be coaching this shit. I just be listening. There ain't no argument or nothing. I think you should tell them. No, I'll be right there just like
that too. I'm like, baby, you should go because they hear me all the time.
I'll be like,
G a new voice to them, man. G be,
because I'm learning. I know how to shut the fuck up when I don't know. When I don't know, I'll be like,
You could see.
And they don't give you no props for that, do they?
No.
I'm the girl Glasses, I think.
No, I promise you. You don't want to be that.
But, shout out to K-Way.
Thank
you for the $20.
You don't be that.
I'll never go back and forth with motherfuckers built like Anton, Flacco, Act, Maul, etc. You don't even respect yourself enough to keep your thighs and hips from spilling out the podcast camera frame. They all a part of the Dirty Microwave Mafia. Shake them up. That is crazy name. Dirty Microwave Mafia. See, that's supposed to get you on the fight.
Nah.
Shout out to Blacklight. Thank you for the $5. Anton came there with an agenda because he lied about Corey disrespecting him and calling him out his name, saying he was letting it slide. I agree. That was a lie, Blacklight. I saw that. He was saying it later. He was like, bro, never called you out your name. Like, I had to watch it again. I was like, when he called him out his name?
Wait, who said who
But that's
called him
because he
out?
was
Anton
trying to
said
be the
he called-
defender of everybody.
And he did not.
Not in that conversation, not in that dialogue. If it happened before, I don't know.
Oh, got you.
Shout out to On a Mission TV. Thank you for the $10. Mr. Fab said something that stuck with me yesterday.
Shout out to Mr.
Live
Fab.
without pretending, listen without defending, and speak without offending. That would solve a lot of issues within our community. 100 On a Mission. Ooh, that's the hardest
That's a
thing because you
rhyme-ass
can't really.
nigga.
That shit was so when he
That
said, was
was
saying this shit. I was like, that's so
fire.
hard to do.
Yeah, that's fire an idea, but it's
It
hard
is.
because people like
Say it
in
one
my
more time.
mind, I know I'm not insulting Drake.
Wait,
I'm
say
not
it one more time.
disrespecting Drake. Like I know I'm not.
Speak without offending. What did he say? Say the three.
Speak without offending. Live without pretending, listen without defending, and speak without offending. Now I'm
And you
offend
saying the
everybody.
last one is the
Do
one
you
you
know
think you struggle
how-
with.
What kind of person you got to be to do all that?
Yeah, you got to be silent.
You gotta be
a
no, you gotta be
You got to be a
deep.
mute.
You gotta think about your thoughts.
You got to be mute because I'll be thinking my thoughts and it still come out. I'll be like, damn it.
It was Shaolin monks who heard that little saying. It was like,
Shout out to Snake. Thank you for the $2, homeboy. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. Flacco was in a village carrying organic groceries on his head a few years ago, and now he got the nerves to shit on us. Motherfuckers move to America and start using deodorant and act brand new. Ungrateful. Are you a fucking fool,
using
bruh?
deodorant is ridiculous.
You fucking prejudiced as shit. You're a bigot. Just so you know. You're a flat out bigot. Shout out to Chi-Town Till Death. Thank you for $10. I think the problem with these conversations is that I think some are trying to make Glasses their savior. If you see something, you need to get on that instead of waiting on someone else to do it. That'd be my thing. Like that's what the homies was telling me yesterday with the viral way. And it's a great podcast. It go live Tuesday. But they were telling me that, and I'm like, bro, if y'all see this stuff happening, how y'all ain't clean nobody up? Like if y'all see all this stuff happen, y'all see people disrespecting black women, because y'all tell me, because I ain't never seen no shit. So y'all be like, well, this person said this. Well, how you ain't cleaned them up? How are you sitting around this motherfucker on the computer and they made it your business to clean somebody up? That's how I feel like when people talk shit. Like if Axe says something you ain't like, how you ain't cleaned him up? Why you ain't cleaned that man up? Go fight him. Go get down where you mad at. Is that something wrong?
You
Like
talking
how
about the
everybody
average
come to me?
everyday Joe Schmo, or you talking about somebody who in his?
But I'm saying yes. If you're that offended,
is not the right word.
why you ain't did nothing? These people are not unreachable. They're not Beverly Hills Mansion. They don't live behind fences. They're around all the time. How you ain't pressed the line? They have shows and engagements and shit.
Because they think it's lame to press the line. They think it's lame to see something on the internet, get upset about it, and want to do something about it in real life. Their equation tells them that that's lame.
Shout out to my niece. Thank you for the $5, Nana.
Hi.
Chi-Town to Death. Thank you for the $10. And one more thing too. And Ellen Coach said this last stream. If you got 100 excuses to why you can't fight when somebody step out of line, don't put yourself in that position to begin with.
Facts.
And they was telling the truth.
Facts. I'm
Hey,
real
before you
good
go
at-
to this next comment, hey, can I say, like, is it in question if I'm black?
You?
Yeah, like
Did you
somebody
just
said
make
I
that up
gotta be a
yourself?
nigga. Like, no, I'm talking about like maybe I look like I'm black. I'm a black
Did you
man.
make that up?
No, I swear to God, like somebody just
Somebody on
look
thing
like
say,
a black
is you
man,
black?
bro.
yeah, like
He black, y'all.
I'm black.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank
Maybe you
for
look
the
Latino
$5.
on you in the shadow.
Oh, no.
You look
I don't
Latino
know
over
what's
there.
happening
Change
around here.
it.
That was
All right,
crazy
back to
work.
the
I
light.
was
You got
like,
What that other
yeah, I
light
want
is?
nobody. I
We
want
gonna
nobody
bring your
meeting
light
me
back.
after here outside the shit. You say nigga a lot, bro.
Shout out to although we didn't get to it, the best bar for the battle, F a rap battle. This is a long life battle with yourself. Prophetic mic drop. We got a double back Monday. We're gonna celebrate them 10,000 subscribers. We're gonna do 5 lunch tickets so everybody can get their lunch.
Facts. Hey,
Y'all got to
we
get
got
y'all
the 10K
Glasses facts together. Glasses facts. It might be some with my homeboy. It might be blah, 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 but they're going to be facts that's available. Get your Glasses facts together. We're giving away lunch tickets.
Okay, can't hit.
Shout out to L Gates. Thank you for the $10. Congrats on 10,000. Love you guys. We love you too. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for helping us get here. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here, noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. I hope we got you through your lunch break. Get back to work. Get on that clock. Be productive. If you on Twitter, retweet this link. YouTube, like it. We had, I think, 1,000 people in the chat, so I hope we got at least 600 or 700 likes. If you're on Facebook, share this post. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the hour be going in.
3 more likes. Get that 600.
We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. You can check out the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast is executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Again, shout out to our sponsors. Mealsbymanny.com, MANNIE.com. If you are tired of cooking for 2026, you want to lose weight, gain weight, whatever you want to do, Meals by Manny is your solution. All the best meals. His meals taste absolutely terrific. And if you're tired of using Lowry seasoning salt and that same combination, head over to mealsbymanny.com. Get you some Hood Fire seasoning, bunch of blends. My man is a master chef. Master chef.
We got to get some Meals by Manny up here on a Friday.
Yeah, where could they find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms at El Janelle, which is ELLE Janelle, JAN, and then again ELLE. It's like a I think that's called a palindrome. Whatever. It's kind of the same thing back and forth. But and then you can also find me on Patreon at Entertaining Elements. But what I want everybody to do this week is go and listen to the latest single from Chill Spotlight. It's called Beautiful Nightmare by B. Howard. So I want you guys to kind of get into that. And you can just find me. You can just find me around the internet.
There you go. Shout out to K-Way. Coach got a game today. Let's make sure we get some prayers up so we can get this done. They got a good strategy. Want that to make that happen.
Before you get up out of here, Trap, I want to tell you, man, you looking like Trap Sadamis right now.
Yo,
man.
That
J. Cole situation look like it's
told y'all. We'll talk about it on Monday, though.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it on Monday. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all, B, I said that shit 3 months ago. It's gonna be a great rollout though, man, right now, man. You know what I'm saying? And I expect for the album to be good, though. I just don't like. I think this song might let Nas down though, because we ain't into them biting MC shit though, B. You know what I'm saying? You say like that though.
Why would you
not
say
into
that?
biting MC shit, B? You got to be original, B. You can't come up there. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't saying outside right, we, I don't want to hear no rewind shit, then, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no rewind shit. You gotta out top the shit, B. Pause. You know what I mean?
We'll talk about this Monday.
Yeah.
K-Way, thank you for the $5. Fellas, tell your ladies tariffs too high to celebrate Valentine's this year.
I like that.
My niece's birthday is January 30th, so make sure y'all here for the party for that. We will see y'all Monday. Much love to all of y'all.
I got a game on Valentine's.
Easy.
I got a concert on Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.